The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
It's time for the Some Kind of Radio Show with Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew here on Karma Radio. Call now at 330-673-CHAT. That's 330-673-2428. Now, let's give a rockin' welcome to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
This is Chet.
You remember me, Chet Ripley?
How you doing?
This is his family.
You can run around here naked as a bear and not worry about running into anybody.
This is Roman.
What a gas.
This is his family.
I'm waiting for the heads to rotate around and embalm a pea soup.
They're about to spend 1 week together in the great outdoors.
We weren't invited.
They'll be tickled to death to see us.
Who invited him anyway?
But this is no holiday.
The man is an ass!
This is war.
You wouldn't know a good time if it fell out of the sky, landed on your face, and started to wiggle.
Are you going to argue, or are you going to enjoy yourself?
Dan Aykroyd. John Candy. The great outdoors. Outdoor fun for the whole family.
That had to hurt.
Alrighty, everybody, it is 8:05, and you know what that means? Some kind of radio show coming to you here live on KRMA Internet Radio. I'm Debbie McCune, and yes, I'm back. Thank goodness I'm back. We got Tony the Comedy Killer in studio live with us tonight.
How's it going, y'all?
I'm doing well. And how's you been doing, Tony?
Oh, just peachy.
Just Peachy King?
Yes.
You kind of sick of us yet now that you had to do it by yourself?
Nah.
It ain't easy, is it?
It wasn't bad. Also, me and John talked for 4 hours.
Uh-huh. And, of course, on the phone, we got John Schnitzel. John. Hello? John.
You're plugged in, right? You're having the same fun I had with it last week. He's on the phone, I assume. I sure hope.
You there, John?
I'm here.
There we go. I can hear you.
No, somehow it went to hold.
I'm here.
It went to hold.
Uh-huh.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, boy.
What'd you do, Dad?
I didn't do nothing. It's the house calling. And it wouldn't be some kind of radio show without the kids calling in.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
away, Alex. Alrighty. You can call in tonight and talk to Tony, myself, and John at 330-673-CHAT. That's 330-673-2428. And tonight we are saluting the great outdoors.
With John Candy.
And Dan Aykroyd.
Yes, indeed. One of them's still alive, one of them's dead.
Yeah, may they rest in peace.
Yes. And see who can figure out who's alive and who's dead.
Yeah. Two of the greatest series of all time.
Yeah. Okay, who's calling?
Karma Radio, you're live on the air with Some Kind of Radio Show. Who do we have tonight?
Yay! Debbie's back! Yay!
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Debbie.
How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm alright. Thank God you're back.
Hey, now. I think Tony did an amazing job.
I know he did a great job. I sent him an email last week saying great job.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Only
like...
last week.
Yeah, last week I was like, I get in here, and aside from getting, John hooked up on the phone, once we got through that, it's like, okay, play, and it's like, this ain't too hard.
Uh-huh. Well, that's because most of the work was done for you.
Well, it's the production. I mean, and here's what I told Earl.
What?
And I told him, I said, if you'd have wanted to push it off a week, if I would have had to, we could have done the breaks, as long as I had the lead-in music. I mean, I could click in through all that. Give me Hilljack Bob live on remote. He's on the campaign trail. I could have done that. If you would have had that, set up for me. Then I just needed, our music news that we hear with Jen Mitchell.
Right.
I had, we got to play that Troy's Tantrum thing,
Oh, boy, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what Earl wants to do, so he's the boss.
Hey.
And,
I'm equally the boss.
I suppose.
Damn right.
And, well, it's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew, so.
It's Earl, Deb, and the Crazy Crew.
Amen.
Yeah.
It ain't some kind of radio
take it
show
over,
without
Deb, we
me.
know.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Josh?
Some kind of Debbie show.
You got that right. I wear the pants in the house, not him.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
And so
God help it if that happened.
Yeah. So I told Earl a couple weeks ahead of time when I knew I was going to do the week on my own because, last week by myself, the week prior, I ran all the controls.
Right.
I had obviously learned how, what everything to do, which was no biggie. I got it. And then, so I told Earl, I said, you know what? I was like, I could do the salute because, all I got to do is go over to the other computer and pull up clips, and the movie I would have saluted, there's no curse words in it anyways. There's nothing to bleep out.
Right.
So
what's new down in Pigeon Forge, Josh?
Well, I've decided holding this Yorkie in my hand. Eddie, say hello to Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Eddie. You being a good boy?
Well, not right now. I have some crap people walking down the street. Okay, I'm listening to you. Thank God you're back. Yay!
I think everyone's glad I'm back.
yeah, pretty much.
I'll tell you right now, that's been the 2 longest months of my entire life. Had fun, but glad to be back.
Well, I just want to say hi to you, Debbie. We're going to listen to you on the rest of the show right now.
All right, well, you have fun, and you have a good night.
Thanks, Debbie.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Josh Hinkle, everyone, our number 1 Some Kind of Radio Show fan from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Thanks for calling in tonight, Josh. All right, so what's going on? What have I missed? Everything. What's new?
Let's see here.
Shut up, Johnny.
Where do we begin?
Let's see here. Over the last couple months, let's see. The Cavs made the playoffs.
Cavs won. Woo, woo.
Cavs won. Well, I mean, you can be excited if you're a Cavs fan.
I'm a converted Cavs fan.
See, I'm a Celtics fan.
Uh-huh.
And,
that's a sore subject for me.
So, I mean, and I told people, because people got on me because Sunday night I was watching Money in the Bank. We were watching the pay-per-view. And, and of course, in the news, Roman Reigns got suspended.
Oh!
He violated their wellness policy, so he was either on growth hormone or roids. Well, those are the only 2 things they really, and Roman Reigns don't look like a pot smoker, so it's either roids or growth hormone that he was on pretty much. So 30 days, his suspension will end just in time for Battleground. Because that's why Reigns lost the title clean to Seth Rollins. I
knew that was going to happen.
Well, a lot of people had thought he would beat Seth Rollins, but then in the aftermath they had explained it. That's the reason why is because they can't suspend him for 30 days, and they have to let him go on and lose the belt clean. And then it was great to see Dean Ambrose cash it right in. So now all 3 members of the former Shield members have held the title.
Dean Ambrose has it?
Dean Ambrose cashed in. He won Money in the Bank that night, and he cashed it in that night.
And he got the
title.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he came in, ambushed Rollins, and then went over and hit dirty deeds on him. 1, 2, 3, and
nice.
And so now, and of course, the big thing, it's a SummerSlam type of event, to have a triple threat match, but they're going to have it because Reigns' suspension will end right before Battleground.
Yeah.
So they'll kind of write him out of everything, and they'll just they'll keep the banner's going to stay the same, triple threat for the title. And WWE announced, aside from the 4 big pay-per-views, Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, the off months, February, they never have pay-per-views in March because Mania comes, it's end of February, and then it goes Mania. May, June, July, September, October, and December are all going to have 2 pay-per-views a month now because they're doing the brand split in September.
Wow.
So they're going to introduce, so each month there's going to be a Raw and a SmackDown pay-per-view.
They're going back to the old ways.
They're doing a brand split again because they're going to have a draft, and which means they're going to end up coming up with another World Heavyweight title.
Oh, boy.
It was a bad idea for them it was good for ratings to combine them when they got away from the brand split when people could float to either, but then they had better ratings when it was Raw and SmackDown because, some people don't watch SmackDown.
And some people don't watch Raw.
Some people don't watch Raw, so it's a way, they can also highlight more wrestlers, instead of having just your top dozen wrestlers that are always in everything.
Not as many dark matches, right?
Yeah, so there'll be SmackDown stars, and they figure, right now the baby face of Raw is going to be Roman Reigns, the heel is going to be Seth Rollins, and then the baby face of SmackDown is going to be John Cena, and the heel is going to be AJ Styles.
I don't like Styles.
Well, and here's the thing: is they're figuring is after the brand split, that'll be when they'll end up having like Cena against Styles for that belt.
Right.
So Cena will get number 16.
And he'll be tied with Ric Flair.
He'll be tied with Ric Flair.
I think he's going to beat Ric.
Yeah, well, that's what they're aiming for because, Triple H ain't going to do it. He's just too old. I mean, Triple H is in his 40s. Or Paul Levesque if you want to get into his real name.
True.
So, but yeah, so we were watching the pay-per-view, and I'm following the score, and, it was funny because, after, pay-per-view went off, I was kind of honked off that the New Day kept the tag titles. I'm tired of them.
Boo. They boo.
Yeah, I mean, I like
they need to bring Kofi back on his own.
Yeah, and then, and then Biggie on his own, we could do without Xavier Woods. And then they need either, I wouldn't even mind if it was Enzo and Cass that won the titles. Or the club could, Or, I like the Vaudevillains. They're just hilarious.
I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah, well, the Vaudevillains, their finishing move, they come out and they look like these old 1920s.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, they come out with the black and white entrance music, Simon Gotch and Hayden English.
Yeah.
And their finishing move is called the Whirling Dervish. It's just got a funny name. It's not much of a move, but I mean, it would just be great to have...
They're basically like a clown.
Yeah, there's kind of a goof, but, And Simon Gotch has got the worst comb-over in the world. It's like, starts here and it comes all the way over. So we're watching the game, and my buddy Dan didn't come over with us because him and his brother went out to watch the Cavs game, and I'm following scores, and I'm like, okay, the Warriors are up by 6 or 7.
I heard it was a really close game.
It was a really close game, and then finally I'm like 10 seconds, and I'm like, the Cavs just won it.
Thank God.
And then that's all I'd hear about all day.
You know what? And it's really deserved. I think they would have won it last year had the lineup not been down and been benched. But you know what? They came back this year strong as ever.
Well, I heard a lot of Cleveland sportscasters that had been talking. They had said one of the big turning points that turned it into the Cavs' favor was when Draymond Green was suspended for the game. That was just a bad game. Steph Curry might have been a little hurt more than he let on, but he gave it his all.
He needs a pacifier.
Well, athletes have their little quirks about him, and that he likes to chew on his mouthpiece.
I bet he does.
It's just, so now it's so.
Well, what do you chew on, Debbie?
What?
I said, what do you chew on?
She's chewing on Cheetos right now. Chester's something or other.
It's Cheetos, but they're puffs. They're popcorn.
Popcorn, okay.
Okay.
So now, and then of course they had the parade on Wednesday, and it was, there's like 1 million people downtown.
I heard that when they got off the plane, it was a madhouse.
Well, it was funny because I was off work Monday, and I'm watching the coverage of them. You know, they had set everything up the IX Center. All those people got in there, lined up, 90 friggin' degrees outside plus. All those people got up, lined up, because they were hoping they were going to get off the plane, walk down the aisle, wave at everybody, go up on the stage, say something real quick. Friggin' Cavs players got up off the plane, waved at everybody, jumped in their cars, and left. All those people waited for nothing.
Well, you know what it was? They were excited. They just wanted to get home. And
well, as you know, and then, of course, you know, then they set everything up for the parade. One of the guys that drives with us wanted to go up for it. I didn't find out if he had made it or not. He worked a long-ass day on Tuesday to come in Wednesday so he could come in at like 5 in the morning, be done by like 8, and just do what he could do to get by for the day, clock out and drive up. And there were people that were camped out along the parade route all night. And, of course, you have the dummies that are sitting on top of porta potties and bus shelters to get a better view. They were crushing you know, and there were porta potties that got crushed.
I heard about the police car that got destroyed.
Yeah, and then there were the bus shelters, because those things can't support the weight on the top of the people. They just collapsed. You see the pictures of the people climbing the cement sides of the building to try to... I mean, what would happen if somebody fell off? I mean, you fall 5 stories, you're going to die.
Oh, yeah. Not very bright.
And then aside from that, you know, and of course, they didn't plan on having porta potties until Tuesday night. There was like, I suppose we should put out some porta potties for these people.
Yeah.
So, you know, they brought them in real quick, and then they had the thing last night at Lock 3, can hold 5,000 people, and they had 10,000 there, so they opened up Canal Park so people could, you know, watch on the screen there that couldn't make it to Lock 3. It was LeBron and Kyrie and a couple of all of them, so... And everybody's, you know, running to the sporting goods store to buy their official merchandise.
Oh, yeah. I want to get one.
So I comment on Facebook. I said, well, what about Joe Blow that's down here in the corner, got his little tent set up, $10. Well, they're not official. I'm like, whoop-de friggin' do. You're going to pay $50 for an official T-shirt. You know, because they're going to charge because they know people are going to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the same thing.
Because who knows when it's going to happen again.
Yeah. You know, they'll pay $50 for the NBA 2016, you know, champions, whatever. Hey, you know, great. I mean, you can go buy whatever. Go buy off of Joe Blow on the street corner. They're like $10. Well, they look close enough. They might not be an Adidas or a Nike, but, you know.
Right.
So I made the joke. I'm like, yeah, 1 million people at that parade and only 1,000 people missed work.
Wow. Tony, you're bad.
And they were like, well, you know, you probably got a point there. Because there were a lot of people, you know, like with work, you know, we flat out got told, you call off tomorrow to go to that parade? Sorry.
You're out of work.
Yeah, I mean, because the hospital, you know, you will go walk it. I got a chest congestion. And then, and I even think, you know, I would have blamed my bosses if they went by your house and looked in on you to see how you were feeling. Then you not to be at home?
Oh, yeah.
So, and there was the people that work downtown that, sorry, if you got to come in here at 3 in the morning to get here ahead of the traffic congestion, get here. There, you know, we just can't, you know. I mean, my opinion, why didn't they hold the parade on Saturday?
It would have been easier.
It would have been easier.
Yep.
I mean, it's, you know, lose a day's productivity. I have to think like an employer. I've been a boss enough to where shutting this, you know.
So, John, what's going on in your neck of woods down in, by golly, West Virginia?
Oh, well, not much of anything really. Of course, I also have a championship on my side here.
That don't count.
The Penguins. What's that?
I said that don't count.
Yeah, they do.
No, they
don't.
don't.
That's why I thought Silver Trophy shirt that does count.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
Nope.
Hey, you ask our friend Bob about that Lake Erie Monsters, okay?
Uh-huh.
Lake Erie Monsters?
Yeah, I'm looking at the monster right now.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, well, hey, they won a title too in hockey, so, you know, you guys got a couple trophies up there, but anyway.
Yeah,
now I've been cheering for them all winter or summer here, got into the middle of June, nice to got a title, so I haven't seen the cup yet, but I'm sure I will at some point this summer. So
yeah, the Calder Cup.
The what?
Yeah, that's a Lake Erie one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you say?
The Calder Cup is the one that the Lake Erie Monsters won.
Right.
You're talking
Big one's got Stanley.
You're talking about the big one that matters.
Yeah, the big one that matters. That's right.
Yeah, well, the Penguins, I mean, when it comes to hockey, I'm a Blackhawks fan. I mean, we've only won, 2 out of the last 5 years?
I'm a Bruins fan.
Yeah, and I respect the Blackhawks too. Don't get me wrong, believe me.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I heard because I know I have a lot of people I know that are Penguins fans when it comes to hockey, because for the longest time they were the closest team we had, right. Because Detroit's like a 4-hour drive away. So people that got into hockey, latched on to Pittsburgh, and even though we have Columbus now, Columbus could do big things down the road. I mean,
anything Pittsburgh don't count.
Well, well,
and I know I'm going to get slapped for that later.
Well, not by me.
No, by John.
No, it's Ben Roethlisberger, when he won his 2 Super Bowls, they weren't videotaping the opponent's defense or deflating the balls or Tom Brady
doing anything else with the ball.
Tom Brady hasn't won an honest Super Bowl out of the 4 rings. His ring should be made out of like what's that cheap gold that they used to make the class rings out of? What they used to call like lustrium or something? It looked like gold.
Right.
So his Super Bowl ring should have like cubic zirconium and lustrium. So
it wasn't for Adam Vinatieri, he wouldn't have won 2 of them.
Yeah, well, it's
All right. You're listening to.
You're listening to. What are you listening to?
Hey, I've been gone for 2 months. Shut up. I've been up since 5:30. I'm exhausted.
Oh.
5:30 yesterday, John.
Well, why did you do that for?
I tried to sleep in because I had a 10-hour drive ahead of me. Couldn't sleep in, so I got up at 5:30, left Alabama at 7 o'clock last night, and then got in here about 3 o'clock today.
And why did you leave at 7 o'clock in the evening when you're supposed to leave first thing in the morning?
Because I was trying to beat the storms before they hit the south. And I got trapped.
It wouldn't have mattered. You would have ran through them anyway.
Yeah, I got trapped in them. But, alright, we're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on Karma Internet Radio. You can join our conversation at 330-673-2428. Be right back after a brief message and a clip from Great Outdoors. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Maggie Fuller.
And I'm Alistair Crowley.
Listen to us daily from 3 to 6 for
funny news, contests, traffic, weather, and complete nonsense. That's my department.
Give us a call, 330-673-2428, and tell us what you think.
You won't be sorry.
John's Outdoor Military Store. It's a gun shop. It's a military surplus store located at 9375 US 224 in the old Deerfield Schoolhouse. John's Outdoor Military Store, where they buy, sell, and trade guns, featuring Silver Stag and K-Bar knives, ammo, and holsters. Stop in and shop and check out their monthly sale items. This month's items are t-shirts and ammo. That's John's Outdoor Military Store.
KRMA Internet Radio. Hi, this is Handy Randy. Tune in every Tuesday night for the Handy Randy Rock and Roll Show. I have a different theme every Tuesday. It might be the Beach Boys, it might be the Funk Brothers, and I have great, interesting guests as well. So every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, it's the Handy Randy rocking your socks off on Karma Radio. And give me a call, 330-673-2428.
Transmitter? We don't need no stinking transmitter.
Karma Radio.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
I found out what was stinking up the shower. A present from me to you.
How thoughtful. That's really nice. Just put it in there with all the others. Fish all over this house. Look at this one.
All right, let's leave this stuff right here, okay? You put your bathing suit on, and we'll go down to the lake.
No, you go ahead. I really just can't seem to relax and filter.
Come on, well, I'll pitch in later and clean this up, all right? Let's go.
You know, we can't even use the bathroom till someone finds the toilet seat.
Buck already found the toilet seat. It was on the sun porch.
Sun porch?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder,
Come on,
doesn't
no
it?
further excuses, all right?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Stop it, Chet.
You know, the kids are at the lake.
Hey, come on,
What?
Chet, stop. What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Honey, no. Come on.
Oh, we got the house to ourselves. Hello. Oh, no, what happened? I'm sorry.
Hey, I just don't feel
so
like this.
sorry.
Can you understand that? I'm tired. I'm stinky. What are you doing? Come on.
Come on, we got the house
What
by
about the
ourselves.
kids? I
all right?
don't
What
care.
about the kids? They're down the lake.
Hey, don't. Let's go to the bedroom then.
Why? That's the great thing about being in the North Woods, Con.
What are you feeding me now?
Oh, come on.
What are
You can run around here naked as a bear and not worry about running into anybody.
Is that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Really?
You think it's possible that we could play Fashion Parade? Please.
I don't want to play Fashion Parade.
Why?
You get to wear the good outfits.
Oh, no, I'll let you wear them.
You will?
Now, you will be Shilana. Shilana. The oak tree woman.
Oh, I love it when I'm the oak tree woman.
Temptress of the woods.
Yes.
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 Yes, and I will be Bert.
Bert!
A guy named Bert.
I love it when you're good. You're always so nice.
Or I could be Smokey's cousin Horny.
He has endurance.
Yes, he does. I'll do whatever you want.
Anybody home? Shalana the Woods Temptress with Horny the Bear, Smokey's cousin.
Okay. Turn that off.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it off.
No, Chester, you said it. Do it on the floor. Beautiful stuff. Hey, that's all right. Game playing, role playing. It helps in a marriage after a little while, you know?
Turn it off. Turn the damn thing off.
The papers and the trash. Oh, you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor,
What you doing?
you ain't gonna rock and roll no more.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Welcome back to Karma Radio and Some Kind of Radio Show. I'm Debbie McCune with Tony the Comedy Killer in studio and John Sinsel on the phone. I guess we're still here. John, you still there?
I think I'm still here. I am physically. I don't know about mentally, but hey.
Now, John, when are you going to grace our presence again?
What am I going to do, some presents?
No! When are you going to grace us with your presence again?
Oh, well, we shall see about the month of July or the month of August here. Things have been kind of crazy on the job front down here, so I'll have to fill you in on all of that business. It's been a mess the last few weeks, but pretty much today everything worked its way out. So yeah, it's a good day to be me.
Well, that's good. But,
Yeah.
Alrighty. We are going to do, as I heard we haven't done them in a while, we are going to do some horoscopes. And let's start... Huh?
The reason is because the last ones we had were horrible.
Well, yeah. Their name's John.
Well, no, they weren't. They were just horrible because we sort of brought them up on a computer and it's like, what the is that?
Okay, we're going to do the Wicked and we're going to do regular horoscopes. So we're going to start with our Taurus, which is Mr. John. And your wicked horoscope. You are practical and persistent. You have a dogged determination and work like hell. Most people think you are stubborn and bullheaded. You are just a communist.
Really?
Wow.
Talk about being blunt.
Hey, that's right. That means you also bow down to me. No, I'm just kidding.
Never. I bow down to nobody, not even my old man.
Well, yes, you do. Never mind.
Shut up, John! Alright, and for our regular horoscopes, the loneliness you feel cannot last forever. It can, however, last 40 years until the moment of your death.
Ew. That didn't sound good either.
Alright, let's go with Tony. You want regular? Oh, we got a call.
Yes, we do.
Hold on tight. Karma Radio, you're live on some kind of radio show. Who do we have tonight?
Hey.
Hi, buddy. What you doing?
Watching Netflix.
Yeah. You being good?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need, sweetie?
I'm kind of getting a bit hungry.
Make some mac and cheese, okay? Bye-bye.
Okay.
My little boy calling in. All right, Tony, you want your regular horoscope or your wicked first?
Let's do my wicked.
All right, and for our Scorpio, you said regular first?
No, we'll do my wicked. What the hell?
Okay.
Let's live little.
Okay, for Scorpio, your wicked is, you are shrewd in business and cannot be trusted. You will achieve the pinnacle of success because of your total lack of ethics. Most Scorpio people are murdered.
Okay, well, I have some people that want to.
Ex-wife, one of them?
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, and your regular horoscope. Reaffirm your commitment to weight loss this week. Eat 5 pounds of cottage cheese, 6 cans of peach halves in heavy syrup, and a liter of Diet Coke for each meal.
Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, the last few years I've been on a seafood diet. If I see food, I eat it.
Good.
Same here.
John, you're always on a seafood diet.
Yeah, but you know what kind of food I'm looking for.
Okay. Uh-oh. Got another call?
Karma Radio, you're live on some kind of radio show. Who do we have?
Where's the Rapid Mac Maker?
In one of the bags. Bye. Ay, 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 ay.
That's why.
You know what happens when you get on the show, Dad?
That's why our phones were so quiet these last couple of months.
All right. And for our loyal listener, we'll do his next, Mr. Josh Hinkle. We are going to do regular horoscope followed by wicked. And he is a Gemini. Your religious faith will be shattered when, after years of, I don't know what that word is, P-I-E-T-Y?
Piety.
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 You discover a little-known Bible passage condemning murder. Whoa.
Whoa, hello.
That should have been wicked. Alright. Oh, he's got 2 Gemini wicked ones.
Ooh.
The first one, you are a quick and intelligent thinker. People like you because you are... I'm not going to say it. However, you are inclined to expect
because
too
you
much...
are... what? Say the word.
No.
What is the word?
I'm not doing that to Josh. However, you are inclined to expect too much for too little. This means you are cheap. Geminis are known for committing... Whoa! Committing felonies. I'm changing that word.
Adultery.
No, worse.
Murder. Oh. oh, the big eye.
Good news and bad news highlighted. Enjoy the good news while you can.
He's down in Tennessee. That's just normal
The
down
bad
there.
news will make you forget it. You will enjoy praise and respect from those around you who respect you. Everybody loves you. A short trip is in the stars, possibly to the men's room.
Why didn't you just say the word? I mean, that's kind of everyday.
But I'm not doing that to Josh. That word or the other word. All right. And now we're going to go with our Capricorn. Where'd it go? No, yeah, Capricorn. Our fearless leader, Mr. Earl. For your regular one, you will discover the power of chain letters this week when you accidentally break one and suffer no terrible consequences whatsoever. And then for his wicked, you are conservative and afraid of taking risks. You don't do much of anything and are very lazy. There has never been a Capricorn of any importance. Capricorns should avoid standing still for too long as they take root and become trees.
Alrighty.
So that's what he's doing behind the lanes.
What?
I said, so that's what he's doing behind the lanes.
Yep.
I guess.
Alright, we'll do the Libra. We'll do my wicked first. I have 2 of them. Your desire for justice and truth will be overshadowed by your desire for filthy liquor and a decent meal. Be gracious and polite. Someone is watching you, so stop staring like that.
Stop staring.
Oh man, I got a stalker. You are the artistic type and have a difficult time with reality. If you are a man, you are more than likely gay. Chances for employment and monetary gains are excellent. Most Libra women are prostitutes. All Libra people die of diseases. Wow, that's just wrong. That is so wrong. Alright, and for my regular one, your birthday party will once again be ruined by highly trained, combat-tested military demolition experts. Huh?
Ordnance guy.
So does that mean Dylan's gonna be destroying my birthday? Wow. Those are just messed up bull.
Hey, John. Well, 1 week from today. Too bad you're going to be on. It's kind of like you're gonna. There's a favorite comedian of mine who's from the area, Mike Conley. He had a heart attack, quadruple bypass, and he's back funnier than ever. I'm sitting there reading his Facebook post. He's like, 2 confirmed shows the next 2 weeks. July 1st, Morgantown. I'm like, I know somebody that lives down there.
Nice.
You got a comedy club down in Morgantown?
Oh, well, where does it say he's playing at down here?
It doesn't. It only says city.
Oh, okay. What's the guy's last name?
First name is Mike. Last name is Conley. Conley. We have a group.
Mike Conley. Okay.
Yeah, we have a group of comedians that are up here. They call themselves the 4 Horsemen of Comedy. And let's see here. It's Jeff Blanchard, Mike Conley, Charlie Wiener, and I'm trying to think of who the 4th one is that they consider.
You want a Wiener what?
No, Charlie Wiener. He's a comedian. Because we have our local comedy club that's out here, and they all, 20 some odd years ago, they all got their start out here.
Wow.
And
Drew Carey's one of them.
Yep, Drew Carey got his start out here, before he did his TV show, and now he's a game show host. And Steve Harvey got his
Price is Right.
Yep, Steve Harvey got his start out here as a comedian. Tim Allen,
that I didn't know.
West Virginia, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, Tim the Toolman Taylor was one of his comedy bits, and for his home improvement show was part of his comedy bit.
See, I never knew that.
Yeah, so he got to start here. Steve Harvey did. Drew Carey did.
Thanks, Steve Harvey.
He hosts Family Feud now.
Okay.
He's the guy that announced the wrong Miss Universe or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Black guy, real big mustache, bald.
Does Family Feud now?
Yeah, it does Family Feud now, and he does that Little Big Shot show on NBC, and he has a talk show, and he's a brain surgeon on the side or something. He's doing so much at one time.
He wears many hats.
Yeah. Well, there was nothing better though than watching an old Family Feud clip, and it says name a celebrity with who's got a big mouth and is not afraid to use it.
Steve Harvey.
So the guy goes like, I hate to do this to you, man, but Steve Harvey. So Steve slaps
Let me
the
guess, it
card.
was number 1.
No, it wasn't up there. So Steve just like slaps his card down, goes walking around like he's pouting or whatever, and he's like, sorry, you do this, you do a talk show, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this.
Next thing you know, you got a big mouth.
So you got a big mouth and you're not afraid to use it. But that wasn't the intent of the question. But
right, I understand.
I mean, Steve Harvey's like the 10th host they've had on Family Feud.
Wow.
I mean, you had Richard Dawson.
I don't remember him.
He was old. He used to be on Hogan's Heroes, but he was the first host of Family Feud. He actually hosted it twice because he hosted it left. Ray Combs came on. Ray Combs committed suicide. Louis Anderson had hosted it for a little while. Richard Karn, Tim Allen's sidekick on Home Improvement, hosted it for a little while.
Yep, I remember when he hosted it.
John, what's his name? Yep, John, what's his name from
Hurley.
Yeah, John O'Hurley from Seinfeld hosted it. Dawson had a second coming. He did it for a few more years. And it's funny. Her laughing and her having she's been gone 2 months and she got to build up so early you're in trouble when you get home.
No.
Okay.
No, don't want none of that.
And it's funny because if you watch the British version of Family Feud, they call it Family Fortunes, and then there's an older guy that did it for a while over there, and then there's a younger blonde guy. I don't remember both of their names, but the format's set up the same, and they ask questions, and it's like they're sitting there in the like Fast Money round, and what do you do in an elevator? Push a button. Somebody had already said. So this one blonde girl sitting there trying to come up with an answer. She's like "we," which is P in Brit speak. And then there's another guy that name something you close, and the gal's like legs, or name a game you can play in the bathtub, and it's like I Spy or something like that. And the Brits just give hilarious answers. Nothing better though than give me a word that comes after the word. Tell me what comes after the word pork, instead of like pork loin or pork chop or pork belly or something.
You could have fun with that word.
Well, and the one black kid, the girl's up there first. She slaps the button, says pork loin, Lion, pork loin. She spelled out pork lion, but so it was up there. So they go down to the guy that's next to her. He's like, "You pine." Steve Harvey looks at him, "Huh? Porcupine. Give me something that comes after the word pork."
Pine.
You pine.
You pine.
Yeah.
But it's not even spelled like that.
No, but it's just give me something that comes after the word pork.
Let me guess, it was up there?
No, it wasn't up there. And this kid was like, "Man, Steve, that's the number one answer. Porcupine. Cupine comes after pork." Or another guy's like, "Give me something that rhymes with nurse," and he's like, "Church." He's like,
"Church doesn't rhyme with nurse."
No, but this guy's like, I don't know, you know how holy rollers get.
Porch rhymes with church before nurse does.
Yeah. So
wow.
You gotta watch. You gotta YouTube sometime if you want a good 10 or 15 minutes of laughter. YouTube.
As long as it's not watching the Boner Killer.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not laughing at that. You're just you're just in amazement of that. It's like, look at this hairy rear end that's just going up and down. It
was the camera.
Yeah. You go watch some of those. Watch some of the Family Feud bloopers because it's even better. It's like name a yellow fruit, orange. Or give me something that comes in pairs, and the guy's like bananas. Just people, or no, name
pairs come in pairs.
Yeah, name something that can kill a lively party, and the guy's like a gun.
Tony.
Yeah, I could kill anything. Or the guy's like or there's a young kid standing up there, and it's like name a reason you'd stay indoors on a sunny day. He's like,
Sex.
Oh, because it's raining. And kid kind of realizes how stupid the answer was.
No, technically, it could be sunny and raining at the same time.
Could be, but it's not common. But the best is this: name an animal that's got 4 letters in it. So the first guy's like, or give me an animal that's got 3 letters in it. So this guy's like frog. That's got 4 letters. You thought that was dumb. Name something that happens during a summer storm, and the guy's like snow. And the guys, so you go through and name a brand of gas, like I don't know, Shell or Texaco or something. The guy's like regular.
That's technically true.
Well, it's not like a brand of gas, though. It's a type of gas, but not a brand. So you think that's bad? His dad comes on is even worse. Give me an animal that has 3 letters in its name. The guy's like alligator. It's like name something that comes with a summer storm, and the guy's like freezing rain or something like that. And you thought this guy's brand of gasoline was ethanol. So Richard Dawson's like, I think you've been drinking some of that. It was the same guy in the regular game.
That was Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was the same guy when they're playing the game. Name something Russia's famous for, Bob. Russians. Man travel the world. How many of you think he's been lying to us this whole game? Name something that Russia's famous for. Or the best is they're asking a guy, name something London's famous for.
Big Ben.
I'm thinking pasta. You'll laugh your ass off.
Wow.
Just go to YouTube and go to like funniest game show answers or something like
I'm
that.
going to have to check that out.
They're about 15 minutes, but I mean, you'll laugh your ass off through them.
All right, let's go with a couple trivias from The Great Outdoors.
Okay.
This was the debut feature film of actress Annette Bening.
Yep, I know her.
The lakeside restaurant used in this movie was Ducey's Bar and Grill in Base Lake, California, which at the time burned to the ground shortly after filming due to a gas fire.
What?
The rebuilt restaurant today has posters and memorabilia from the film hanging on its walls as a reminder of the old restaurant.
Yep.
And you know what was really cool, and this isn't a plug. Do you remember the movie Alice, the show Alice?
Yeah. Mel's Diner.
Here's the funny thing. I've seen reruns and stuff from that. Didn't realize until when we were in Reno that we were sitting in the place where it actually was based off of.
Yeah. Because they were in Arizona, yeah.
We stayed at the place where Mel's Diner was at.
Yeah. Because, you know, they in the show they tried saying that they were in Arizona, but they had filmed it in Nevada.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, you know the true fact about that? The original one was actually in Sacramento.
Yeah.
But it...
And actually, and like a month and a half ago, Vera from Alice just died.
Mm-hmm. Well, and speaking of actors that passed away, Chekhov from the new Star Treks.
Yeah, the real young kid. He didn't put his Jeep in park or something.
I don't know.
His Cherokee or something had been recalled or something because they have all those new electronic transmissions.
It's what we have, yeah.
There's, you know, you don't actually shift it and feel it lock in the park. You trust this electronic thing's going to put your parking brake on? People wonder why I drive a 15-year-old car.
True. We actually had one of those when we were in Reno. We actually had one where you just push a button.
Yeah.
And it puts it in park, and I'm like...
And it supposedly locks the wheels and everything.
It did, but you can ask John. We were scared a lot of times that thing was going to roll forward.
Yeah, well, and it's funny. When it's funny, too, is like a lot of people, you know, like my car's a 5-speed. It's a standard shift. And, you know, I've driven a 3 on the tree before. You know, you have your normal shifter. You have reverse, first, second, third. And then even some of the older push-button Buick transmissions, you would push the button and you would push the buttons on the dash, and it would put it in its different gears, but it didn't have a park per se. You had to put it in neutral, and apply the parking brake. Mm-hmm. The same way I have people that get in my car and say, "Where's your park?" I mean, where's my park? There's no park on a manual transmission. You look at the letters on an automatic. That means pass, really fast, going nowhere, and D is for drive.
Yeah. All right, let's do another one. This was the third and final of 3 John Hughes written pictures, all made and released in consecutive years. That was directed by Howard Deutsch. The earlier 2 movies were Pretty in Pink, 86, and Some Kind of Wonderful in 87. And then, of course, came The Great Outdoors in 88. But... ow.
Man, not a good night for my Braves. Middle of the 5th, and we're already losing 8-0.
Forget about your Braves. They ain't going nowhere. They're already at the bottom of the list. They can't go no further.
Yeah. Well, no, the Twins are at the bottom of the list.
Not on yours. Your division, Brave, Atlanta's at the bottom. Yeah, so the only way they can go is up, but that's with a Hail Mary. Pray to God that they can get out of last place.
Yeah.
At least my...
Hey, if the Cleveland Cavaliers win a championship, or, the city Cleveland in general, so can Atlanta.
I'm thinking that Cleveland's going to give everybody a 2 for this year. I think they've got a major... And I'm still diehard Boston, but you know what? I'd love to see Cleveland get a 2-fer. I really would.
Well, the best things do come in pairs.
What?
The best things do come in pairs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, there's no way they're going to get a threefer because the Clowns can't do nothing but beat off.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't think they could do it right.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks when you got to play honest football. You know,
and we got to play Baltimore, Cincinnati, or Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You know, when you're not videotaping the other team's defenses or taking the air out of football, so your quarterback can throw them a little bit easier, or, you know.
Wow.
But
no, but Browns are the ones that like to give their playbook away.
Yeah, you know. Well, Browns.
They're not very bright.
Browns have no consistency. You know, hopefully Hugh Jackman or whatever his name is, that's coaching the Browns this year. Whoever he is, hopefully he's renting, not buying. I mean, the only reason.
How many careers has being working for Cleveland ruined?
Yeah, I mean, well, you look at Johnny Manziel. He was the future.
Wow.
He's the future party.
He ruined himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, future party, dude. And there's no reason I can't really, you know, it's great the Indians are in first, but it's just, you know, they always fizzle out. It's like, you know, okay, well, you got to, you know, either they have good pitching one night and crappy hitting, or good.
But they've been solid. They've been solid.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, Kansas City's got the same team as last year. It's like every team can slump. My Braves had won 6 in a row, and then, you know, and of course now we're down 8-0, so we've been kind of spurts, but, you know, it's a rebuilding year for us. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm just glad my Red Sox are in second place.
Yeah.
But, so John, what's your take? You think the Indians can do it this year?
You know what? I'll be honest with you, I won't cheer for the Indians. That's because they're in the American League, and I hope that they do win for Cleveland. Because my goodness, I mean, the last time they won, none of us were born.
No, I've never.
So, I think they can do it, but they just have to stay consistent. And of course, they also got to watch out for the teams in the West, I think.
Right. Do you think the curse of Cleveland's over?
Well, since the Cavaliers won, yes, I think it is.
Well, hopefully there's no more slumps like that, because I'll tell you what, that's brutal having that much of a slump.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when the lake water turns, you know.
Right.
But anyway, no, I would actually cheer for Cleveland Cavaliers. I want to see them win back in the late '80s, early '90s. But unfortunately, they had to play this guy. What's his name? Jordan. Yeah.
Hey, don't be picking on Jordan.
Well, I hate to burst y'all's bubble here this year, but mark my word, the team that's going to win the World Series this year plays in a stadium called Wrigley Field. You want to talk about miracles? Cleveland winning the basketball title. Cubs are winning the World Series this year.
Nope, they were supposed to win it last year.
Well, they didn't make it against the Mets, and nobody was beating the Royals last year.
They ain't going to win it this year.
Yeah, we shall
I'd love
see.
to
I mean,
see it because I do like the
Cubs. That's a great start,
but I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I really doubt that the Cubs are going to win this year.
Yeah.
They may get a sniff at it again, but I don't think it.
Yeah, Cleveland will make it out of the first round of the playoffs. Just the Dolans don't have the money to spend that the other teams do right now. So, and then, you know, towards middle of the season, so, you know, signing and trading.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back to Some Kind of Radio Show here on Karma Internet Radio after a brief message and the national news. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting the fallout continues from Britain's decision to leave the European Union. The British people voted by a narrow margin to break away from the EU, a move that gave some European leaders a bit of pause. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said, "We take note of the British people's decision with regret." She added, "There is no doubt this is a blow to Europe and to the European unification process." Meanwhile, so-called Brexit supporters say the move was necessary to establish Britain's independence from Brussels. Lord David Owen is Britain's former Foreign Secretary.
The EU has just gone into every nook and cranny. It started off as a trade agreement. It moved towards a community. It now is a union. And it wants its own currency. And now it wants its own defence forces. Well, it's only a matter of time before it becomes a country.
Analysts say that it could take up to 2 years for the process to finish. The news sent world stock markets and the value of the British pound tumbling. The head of the International Monetary Fund said Friday the decision of the British people to leave the European Union should be respected. IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde said it's important that Britain and EU authorities work together to ensure the negotiation process and that it be carried on in as smooth a manner as possible. Madame Lagarde said the IMF will closely monitor developments on the matter and will work with its members to, in her words, ensure the resilience and the stability of the global economy in the period ahead. For more on the Brexit and the rest of the day's news, visit our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. U.S. President Barack Obama says that he spoke to British Prime Minister David Cameron and is confident the United Kingdom is committed to an orderly transition out of the European Union. Speaking at Stanford University Friday, Mr. Obama said that one thing that will not change is the special relationship between the U.S. and the U.K.
Our NATO alliance will remain a cornerstone of global security, and in a few weeks we'll be meeting in Warsaw for the NATO summit. And our shared values, including our commitment to democracy and pluralism and opportunity for all people in a globalized world. That will continue to unite all of us.
The president said that he believes Britain's unexpected decision to leave the EU speaks to what he called the ongoing changes and challenges that are raised by globalization. The U.S. military has launched its first airstrikes against the Taliban in Afghanistan since President Obama expanded the authorities under which U.S. troops can attack the insurgents. Pentagon Press Secretary Peter Cook confirmed Friday the strikes were carried out in the southern portion of Afghanistan. Earlier this month, Mr. Obama expanded U.S. military involvement in the country to allow more airstrikes against the Taliban as long as those strikes can help the Afghan offensive succeed. Previously, U.S. commanders were authorized only to use airstrikes to protect U.S. forces on the ground. West Virginia's Governor Earl Ray Tomblin has declared states of emergency in 44 counties after the worst flooding in the mid-Atlantic state in 100 years killed nearly 20 people. Tomblin said Friday that he has confirmed 14 people have died from the flooding.
I'm saddened to report that at this point we have confirmed 14 individuals who have lost their lives in the storm. Our hearts go out to all their families.
As much as 25 centimeters of rain fell on Thursday, sending numerous rivers in the southwestern and central parts of the state over their banks and into the streets of nearby towns. Meteorologists blame the floods on multiple thunderstorms concentrated in a relatively small area. The heavy rain also sent torrents pouring down mountainsides. U.S. President Barack Obama has designated a site in the heart of New York as a national park and the first U.S. national monument to gay rights. The Stonewall National Monument in Greenwich Village includes the landmark Stonewall Inn, a tavern where the gay rights movement gained political momentum nearly 50 years ago. The tavern was the focal point of street rioting that broke out in 1969 after a police raid aimed at harassing the gay community. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
Oh my God, Sandy, turn that crap off. Mr. Cartier told me I had to listen to the Ultra Realm radio show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. These guys are like greased lightning. They talk about everything. Comics, toys, pop culture, video games, ghosts. Oh my God, Sandy, they talk about the paranormal. Now give me a Royale with cheese and let me listen to the Ultra Realm radio show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. Oh my God, they're like greased lightning.
John's Outdoor Military Store. It's a gun shop. It's a military surplus store located at 9375 US 224 in the old Deerfield Schoolhouse. John's Outdoor Military Store, where they buy, sell, and trade guns, featuring Silver Stag and K-Bar knives, ammo and holsters. Stop in and shop and check out their monthly sale items. This month's items are t-shirts and ammo. That's John's Outdoor Military Store.
Hi, I'm Maggie Fuller.
And I'm Alistair Crowley.
Listen to us daily from 3 to 6 for
funny news, contests, traffic, weather, and complete nonsense. That's my department.
Give us a call, 330-673-2428, and tell us what you think.
You won't be sorry.
Transmitter? We don't need no stinking transmitter.
Karma Radio. The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Honey,
Yes, Norman?
why is it that Chet's kids look at him like he's Zeus? My kids look at me like I'm a rack of yard tools at Sears. I mean, why can't they connect with me?
Well, honey, maybe if you spent a little less time at work and a little more time with us, things would be different.
Put a cork in it, honey. Talking business. Jerry. Yeah, Roman. How are you? Hey, listen, I'll save us a lot of trouble now and cut right to the chase. I got an unbelievable investment opportunity for you. You got about 3 minutes, 25 grand? Jerry.
Did you hear what I said?
Lost the signal here. These cellular phones, they don't work.
Well, maybe he hung up on you.
Why would our minister hang up on me? I've been to his church.
Oh, yeah, once. All right.
How about that, huh? We're gonna be scraping the bugs off our teeth with this baby Ben, what?
Yeah, that's too much boat. Look, it's just too much.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure. Are you hungry? Give me 4 chili dogs and 2 plain dogs, please.
That's 6 hot dogs, Dad.
It's for everybody, all right? And I'm hungry. So?
Oh, yeah. Do you mind if I, just walk around for a while, cruise the town, and I can walk back when I'm done?
All right. But you gotta promise me. When you get back, we're gonna spend some time together.
Right.
That's why we're up here,
I know.
That's the whole point of this trip,
Right.
to be in the woods, the men, the guys, together, rugged, manly, all that stuff, the full 9 yards.
Exactly.
All right?
Right.
Give me a hug.
What?
Give me a hug, will you?
Dad.
Come on. I'm too old for hugs. You're never too old for hugs. Oh. All right,
Go now?
go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, if you meet any friends, bring them back. We'll give them a ride and suck my wake.
You got it in neutral! Okay! You got it. It's in neutral. You gotta put it...
I need somebody to help me say it one time.
Land of a Thousand Dances.
I love that.
And we're back on Some Kind of Radio Show. KRMA Radio.
No, I thought we were Markhama Radio.
No.
You know I feel all right.
You feel alright? I know I feel alright. John, you feel alright?
I'm feeling pretty darn good tonight, actually.
But you weren't singing, you party pooper.
Well, you were singing for all of us, so.
All right, Tony, what we got coming up?
We got music news with Jan Mitchell.
All right.
SKO Music News with Jen Mitchell. Allegations of poor organization, lack of promoting, and not paying behind-the-scenes crewmen at this year's Laconia Fest in New Hampshire caused the event organizers to pull the plug on the final day of the 9-day festival. This caused angst and angry pay-to-play bands on the lineup to demand refunds for the fallout. Event organizers have not resolved the issue of refunding bands who never had a chance to perform, though other contractors and bands have remained silent among the implosion of Laconia Fest in fear of being blacklisted on future events, further causing them apprehension to seek litigation for monies owed to them. Laconia Fest requested that all concerns and complaints be addressed to info@laconiafest.com. To read Laconia Fest's full statement on this matter, visit them on Facebook at /LaconiaFest. Rainbow fans bore witness to a reincarnation of sorts when original guitarist Richie Blackmore performed in front of thousands at the Monster of Rock Festival in Germany this past Friday night. Joining him on stage were 3 veterans of Blackmore's night, including Jens Johansson, Bob Naveau, and David Keith, along with Ronnie Romero at the mic, who together performed classic Rainbow and Deep Purple hits to rave reviews. Blackmore stated that they'd only be playing 3 European dates together because he just wanted a chance to play the older songs one more time. Come this July and August, he'll be taking Blackmore's Night on tour in both the U.S. and Europe. For their complete concert lineup, tickets, and more, please visit blackmoresnight.com. Former Megadeth drummer Nick Menza's untimely death on May 21st knocked the music world off its axis and quickly caused fans, friends, and former bandmates to offer an outpouring of condolences to Menza's surviving family members. One musician who took the news of the 51-year-old's death particularly hard was current Megadeth co-founder Dave Mustaine, who had talked about putting together a benefit concert with all proceeds to go to Menza's children. However, this past weekend, Mustaine said his plan is indefinitely on hold after learning that Menza's family had already created a GoFundMe page to aid his 2 young sons. Mustaine said that he didn't want to interfere with the family's plans and added that if they needed his help during this difficult time, that it would be there for them. Supporters who wish to donate to the Menza family may do so by visiting GoFundMe.com and searching keywords Nick Menza. This has been Music News anchor Jen Mitchell, and now back to SKO's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew on KarmaRadio.com.
Thank you, Jen. This week's music news with Jen Mitchell. We get that every week.
Lovely Jen Mitchell.
We love Jen Mitchell. Any gasm from Jen Mitchell is good, whether it's an 80gasm or otherwise.
And you notice how?
Well,
wishful thinking on his part.
Well, I've had an 80gasm from Jen, so I can.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So I can vouch for that. One of these days, I'm gonna, hop on a plane and maybe. Could I fly?
Going to Chicago.
Well, I'd have to make sure it's during football season, so I can happen to take in a Bears game while I'm out there. The Bears.
Yes.
The Bears.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm already planning on going to see. We have to work out the final details, but my buddy Brian's a Titans fan. He was a Houston Oilers fan, so he moved with everything and. He was like, the Titans play the Bears at home, the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and I'm like, it's a 5-hour drive. It's a 5-hour drive to Chicago. I could drive there. He'd have to drive back so I could sleep and, leave the game at like 4. Say we left the game at like 5, we'd get back here by 10 o'clock at night. I could sleep another 4 hours and go to work. I'm not worried about what the cost is going to be for the tickets. It'll definitely be worth it to go see a home game. And it's, late November. It'll be chilly. It won't be downright freezing.
Right.
Right.
You want to hear something scary?
Sure.
Next week, Bicker Banter comes back to some kind of radio show.
What is Bicker Banter?
Me and the old man will both be on live next week.
Oh,
when we salute 40-year-old virgin.
Oh, you and the man are both going to be in the studio.
Yeah, along with you.
As far as I know.
John, will you be with us next week? You gonna be on the phone next week?
I'm off that Friday. I'll probably be a little tipsy when I get here.
You're off every week.
Yeah, I'm slightly off on a daily basis, but I'm off work. I had a couple of vacation days that I didn't get to use in January, February. I take my day off a month.
Right.
So I had to reschedule them. So I rescheduled them for the Friday before the 4th of July. So I have a 4-day weekend then.
All right.
I had to work 4 days this week, Tuesday to Friday. I got to work Monday to Thursday next week, and the following week I got to work Tuesday to Friday.
Nice.
So I have a 4-day weekend next weekend.
Nice.
So, and then Labor Day weekend will be the same way. I'm off that Friday, the weekend plus Monday. So, and
That's
then
cool.
our old union steward retired, so we're gonna have a little retirement party for him. And so I'm like, oh, good, I'm off, so I can make sure I can get me something to eat before I head up there. And I told him, I was like, well, good, be up for. I was like, down the road in Mogador, so I could be there at 7 and get in here because I'm assuming that T.J. Dillon might be back. Who knows? I know he's out on an
He will probably be here the 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But no, so next week it'll be myself, Earl McCune, Tony the Boner Killer,
Yep.
and John Sinsel, along with Jen Mitchell and special guest Joey Skies from The Babies.
Mm-hmm.
So next week is a show you're not going to want to miss because the fun begins and the craziness gets back to normal.
Mm-hmm. It'll be. Yep.
Hallelujah.
Oh, and
well, it's always crazy when you're on, Deb.
Oh,
yeah.
Shut up, John.
And the fest thing we were looking at, the 5th and the 6th of August. So it's that Friday, that Saturday.
I won't be here.
Oh, you won't?
Oh.
Where will you be?
My cap's getting baptized. No, I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, okay.
You're getting thrown to where?
I ain't gonna be here the 5th.
When are you ever here?
Yeah. Well,
You're always in La La Land.
Yeah, well, mentally, but no, yeah, August 5th, 12th, and 26th are going to be the 3 Fridays in August I won't be here. So.
Bob Pooey.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know about next month, and then the following, we'll be back in rotation where 1 week it's going to be Dylan, 1 week it's going to be Earl, so we'll get back into sort of the normal swing of things with that. So.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so. Yeah, we got a.
Yeah, isn't it about that time of the night we have a special guest for the evening, maybe?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean Miss Stroud on the campaign trail?
Yeah, that's not till 9:30.
Yes, it's about that time of the evening. I thought you guys might smell him by now.
Nah, he's still on the campaign trail.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, anyone's in California.
We got some breaking news.
Nope. Headlines. Tonight's headlines are brought to you by Earl's Farts. Earl's Farts, buy them in a can.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. All right. Murder suspect eludes arrest by ditching prosthetic leg with GPS tracker. Why would they put it on a prosthetic leg when it's supposed to go on the person's real leg?
Yeah.
A gun suspect on house arrest swapped his prosthetic leg and his attached GPS ankle monitor for a spare limb and went on the loose, shooting a man to death while authorities believed he remained inside his home, police in Washington, D.C. said. Quincy Green, 34, appeared at first to have a strong alibi for the killing last month, a GPS monitor attached to his body that showed he hadn't moved in days. But the tracker had been mistakenly attached to a prosthetic leg, allowing Green to trade limbs and leave the house, according to the Washington News, which cited court documents. Green was ordered confined to his home in April while awaiting trial on gun possession charges for reasons that authorities are still investigating. A privately contracted technician placed the GPS monitor on Green's prosthetic limb. Green left the house May 19th, authorities said. During the outing, he shot 44-year-old Dana Hamilton to death, according to police who didn't disclose the motive. A tipster identified Green as the shooter several days after the killing. According to news, when detectives, I am so tired, it's not even funny, learned Green was on house arrest, they asked the city pretrial service agency for his... What?
Nothing, you just stuttering, that's all.
For his whereabouts on the day of the shooting. The GPS tracker showed he was at home, police said, and remained there days later. Investigators checked camera footage from the area near the shooting and spotted a gunman with an obvious limp, according to Fox. Inside Green's home, police with a search warrant discovered a box in his living room containing the prosthetic leg with the tracking device still attached to the ankle. The director of the D.C. pretrial service agency told Fox the leg monitor mistaken was human error on the part of the technician, an employee for California-based Centennial Services. Seriously, who in their right mind puts it on a prosthetic leg?
Now, it could have been the same company that I had to go through like 15 years ago. I was under, I had a driving under suspension I didn't go to court for in, like, I don't know, 93, 94-ish or something like that. And I just, I quit driving and didn't worry about nothing. Well, in process of trying to get my driver's license back years later, I got it reinstated in 99. I had to go appear on this ticket because they were holding it. So, I had an attorney used to come into the business I had, gave him a couple $100, and he knew the court pretty well. So I get out there, and the judge is like, okay, well, I'm going to give you 30 days house arrest for your not appearing, and I'm going to fine you. I paid the fine that day, and I had to pay this private company to come out and put a ankle bracelet on me. So, and I didn't have a house phone line either. I had a cell phone, so, got it hooked up, and I hooked it up through the business's phone because I lived within range of the business. I lived like right around the corner. So, long story short, the one night, they used to had a little camera thing on it to where it could see me every night. It had to snap a picture of, me. I had to blow through this little thing to make sure I wasn't drinking as one of their conditions of being on house arrest. So, after a few nights of it, the battery died in my ankle bracelet. So it kept on going off, and it would call me in the middle of the night thinking I was thinking I had left. It would, they got in alert. So it kicked on, called them, and the little thing used to be like, okay, look at the camera. That's, look at the little monitor thing they had set up, and hold like your middle finger like to the side of your head, and then it would snap a picture of it, and everything was good. Well, after a few nights, I finally said, well, something's wrong with this thing. So a tech came out the following day, had determined, well, yeah, the battery in your ankle bracelet died. So he installed a new one. He loosened it up a little bit to where when I was in the shower, I could slide it off. Because they're only allowed to call you once every 24 hours to ensure that you're not drinking.
Right.
So once they called me about 8 o'clock, I could tip a few back. Well, after that, the tech came out and said, okay, well, I got to put a new bracelet on you. I held it out. Well, this thing looks like it's a little tight. So, it's nice and loose. Go jump in the shower, and I realized that he loosened it up enough I could slide it right off.
Oh, boy.
I just had to be there at night. Once they gave me that phone call, boom, all right, well, screw you, Louis, here we come. And then, woke up the next day and just went out like nothing was wrong.
Wow.
Thankfully, the company was an hour and a half away, so I knew that they weren't going to drive out and check on me.
Yeah. All right, next one. Massive fart gets soccer player kicked out of a game. I needed to fart, but I had a bad stomach.
Ooh.
It's hard to tell what stinks most about this story, the soccer player who farted or the referee that threw him out of the match. The ghastly penalty came during a weekend match with two lower division Swedish soccer teams. Adam Linden was given a red card and kicked out of the game for unsportsmanlike behavior when he farted loud enough for the referee to hear him, according to Goal. Linden swears he didn't mean anything by his windbreaking. I needed to fart. I had a bad stomach, he said, according to the Independent, so I just farted. Then I received a yellow card and then a red. I was shocked. It's the strangest thing I have ever experienced on a football field. I asked the referee, what, you can't fart on the field? He replied, no. Linden has a theory as to why the ref raised such a stink over a basic bodily function. Maybe he thought I farted in my hand and threw it at him, but I did not, he said, according to HuffPost Canada. Couple fart. The ref in question, Danny Keiko, later told the media that Linden farted was deliberate of the other team. Once there was a player who stood and peed next to the pitch. I showed him a yellow card too, Keiko said, according to the news. Linden's team, Pershing South K, ended up losing the match 5-2, though his removal probably wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game. However, the player still has strong feelings about the penalty. I think it was a crappy call, he said, according to Vice Sports. I can only laugh about it, as this has to be unprecedented. Surely, I've never heard of anyone who has been sent off the field for farting.
Pass
John,
and gas.
Your take on this one? John?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not much of a soccer fan, but there's just certain things that just don't do in a soccer field, and that's one of them.
But if it happens, you can't help it. You know what? You're in the open.
Swimming pool either, but
you know what? You're in the open.
Yeah.
Well, true. That's true.
I mean, I'm really gassy when I drink.
When aren't you gassy?
Well, you're lucky now. I didn't have I had chimichangas probably about 3 o'clock, but I definitely let a lot of that out before I came in here. Thank the Lord.
You saved Debbie from you, huh?
Yeah, and I didn't have no T-Bell, so... Though I might get some of that on the way home. Those steak flatbread sandwich things look good.
Oh, there you go.
All right, I could go for about 6 of those.
All right, you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on Karma Internet Radio. We'll be right back after a brief message. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Frank Stams of the Best Stams Sports Show. Please join Jay Brophy and myself on KRMARadio.com Thursday nights from 8 to 11. We talk all sports and anything on your mind.
Hey everybody, Steve Jones here to tell you about the company that makes Karma Radio look so good. Neo Graphics in Akron. They can provide creative graphic designs for your signs, banners, posters, window graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. It doesn't matter what kind of sign you need, Neo Graphics can work within your budget to increase your visibility. Large building signs, sidewalk and yard signs, magnetic signs for your company vehicles. They offer vehicle wrap graphic design and installation on your car, truck, trailer, anything else with wheels. From single to full color printed logos, partial and fleet wraps, Neo Graphics has you covered. Neo Graphics can make custom banners for trade shows and sales or personal use like birthdays and weddings. Neo Graphics is located at 1951 South Main Street in Akron. Give them a call at 234-251-0251 or visit their website at www.neographicsansigns.com. Karma Radio uses them. You should too. Earl McCune, he starts where the others stop.
Sex with sporting goods. What do you guys think?
The world watches in amazement as he unlocks the secrets of Al Capone's underwear drawer.
Aha! Tidy whities!
He blew the lid off the secrets of Santa.
Stop it! Stop it! I still believe!
Sometimes shocking, always controversial. He talks subjects other talk shows are afraid to touch. He pries, he pokes, he digs deep. He gets the answers. Most of all, he gets ratings. Wait a second, what is this crap?
Join me, Debbie, and the Crazy Crew on Some Kind of Radio Show, Fridays, 8 p.m. till midnight on KRMARadio.com. You'll never know what you'll hear next on our show.
Transmitter? We don't need no stinking transmitter.
Karma Radio. The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
He's waving. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Oh, all right. All right, great.
And the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Just finish cleaning.
And we are back to Some Kind of Radio Show right here on Karma Radio. You can join in the conversation tonight. You know what? We are talking about everything. We're talking about sports. We're talking about just being crazy in general. Everything. You know what? Even if you just want to wish me wells and being back, your favorite person of all the shows.
We used to be for years. We used to be for years always saying, "Welcome back, Maggie."
But no, you can call us tonight on 330-673-CHAT. That's 330-673-2428. Now, I hear Hilljack Bob's still out on the campaign trail.
Yep.
So does that mean we gotta listen to him, or who are we playing tonight?
No, we gotta play,
Alright, we're going to play one of the original Hilljack Bobs, and this one is Top 10 Secrets to a Lasting Marriage. We'll be back in a few.
Well, hello everybody out there in Radio Land. This is Hilljack Bob, and I'm back for another all-new Hilljack Bob's Top 10. And today I'm sitting here, of course, with my boy, Hilljack Bob Jr. Say hello, boy. Hey, Bob. How you doing, boy? You look good, boy. Your eyes look a little glossy. You been into the shine again? You been into my shine again, haven't you? You were. What kind of shine did you have? You drink my lemon lime shine? Boy, you guys stay out of my shine. I told you, you're not old enough to have the shine. You gotta wait till you're at least 12 to start drinking the shine. You got another year to go, boy. Then you can start drinking the shine, okay? Alright, here we go. This is, the top 10 today is going to be one that's really nice. So, I want to do something that kind of goes with love and marriage. Well, I worked with Uncle Brother Joe and, of course, my wife here, Frida, and we put together this top 10 secrets to make marriage last. Jack style. Okay, number 10. Alright. She runs after the garbage truck yelling, "Am I too late for the garbage?" The driver says, "No, jump in." Oh, that Frida. Oh boy. Things Frida does just kind of really gets going, you know, and it's kind of funny. Alright. Number 9. Well, this one was like, almost like, having an affair, because, listen to this one here. She got a mud pack, okay? She looked great for 2 days. Then the mud fell off. Well, the funniest thing with Frida when she got the mud pack, I almost didn't recognize her, so it's like having an affair. And, tell you what, we had some of the best sex we ever had. Those 2 days. Like I said, then reality hit and mud fell off. And, well, that's all the rest of it, you know. Okay, on to number 8. Now, my wife Frida, of course, you know, she's a big girl. She's about 450, uglier than sin, but yeah, she's one hell of a good cook. But she's on a new diet, okay? She eats a lot of coconuts and bananas. Well, the funny thing is, she hasn't lost an ounce of the weight. But boy, she can sure climb a tree now. Yeah, see that, Frida? That butt just going right up the tree. It's a crazy thing. Golly, boy, what the hell did you eat? Did you eat sandwiches again? Oh, jeez, boy. We gotta sit down and have a talk, boy. Well, we're doing the top 10 secrets to making marriage last here. And, of course, this is Jack Bob, and my boy Jack Bob Jr. sitting here. We're on to number 7, right?
Yeah, number 7.
All right. Now, my wife Frida, she told me the car wasn't running well because there was water in the carburetor. And I asked where the car was. She told me, "Well, Bob, it's in the lake." She did tell me with a lot of care, and yeah, she told me very gently, and yeah, I took it very well. The car was a piece of crap anyway, but yeah, well, I fished that thing out, got it fixed right up. Took me about 6 months, but I got it fixed. What the hell? Oh boy. Oh boy. Cujo's into my chocolate. Oh, jeez. These dogs, I swear. These dogs like getting the chocolate, but it's gonna be nasty later. Okay, number 6, right, boy?
Yeah, number 6.
Alright. Well, my wife Frida, yeah, she has an electric blender, okay, electric toaster, and an electric bread maker. And then she said, well, there are too many gadgets and no place to sit down. So, what I decided to do one day is I went out and bought her an electric chair. She hasn't used it yet, I don't know why, but she just doesn't want to sit down in that chair. Okay, we're on to number 5, okay. Well, my wife Frida and I, you know, we always hold hands. If I let go, here's the thing, she shops. So I gotta hold on to that hand really tight. So it's not, she will shop. She will spend more money than I have. So that's one thing with Frida. She likes to spend the money. Okay, we're on to number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
I asked Frida where she wanted to go for her anniversary. You know, we celebrated our 23rd wedding anniversary not too long ago. And, and she says to me, I ask her, and she goes, "Somewhere I haven't been in a long time." And so I suggested the kitchen. Okay, on to number 3 here. You know, I take Frida everywhere, but she keeps finding her way back. I don't know what the hell. She just comes back. I take her out, drop her off, she comes back. She loves coming home to see Jack Bob and give Jack Bob the loving he deserves. Okay, on to number 2, right, boy?
Yeah, number 2.
Okay. Sometimes we also sleep in separate beds. Well, because like I said, she's a pretty big girl, and if she takes a king-size bed herself, she weighs 450. Well, here's the thing. Hers is in Florida, and mine's in New York. Okay, and the number one on the top 10 secrets to make a marriage last. That's right. 2 times a week, we decided we'd go out to a nice restaurant, have a little wine, some good food, and companionship. Well, here's the thing. She goes Tuesdays. Well, I'd like to go on Fridays. So, that's how we go have a nice dinner. We just don't do it together. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week. This is Huge Jack Bob.
Huge Jack Bob here.
And we'll see everybody next week here on some kind of radio shows. Huge Jack Bob. And, of course, Huge Jack Bob's Top 10. Bye-bye, everybody. I need some shine. Let's go.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Need somebody to help me say it one time.
Come on, John. John's being a party pooper tonight.
No, John's very tired. It's been a very long week.
Ah, wee.
Hey, you're the one that's been up all night, so.
Huh?
You're the one that's been up all night.
Yeah, and I slept on an air mattress for the last 2 months. Not very comfortable.
Aww.
Considering I have a bad back. No. Every time I turned around, it's like I'd wake up, the bed would be... You know how with air mattresses, no matter how much air you have in them, by morning, they're usually really low on air.
Yeah.
Especially because you're moving from one side to the other, and never again. Nope. All right.
I've been sleeping on my couch all week just because the bedroom's too warm. I have ceiling fan in there, and I could bring my fan in, but it's just, it's more comfortable for me to sleep out on my couch in my living room because I got the window fan drawing cool air in from outside, and I got the other big fan blowing air on me. So I'm, comfy sleeping out there.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So.
All right. Here's something new. New penis implant will alert your cell phone when your man is cheating. Microsoft and Apple have joined forces to cut down on infidelity, save marriages, and keep people in relationships accountable for their actions. Together, the technology giants have created a genital implant that will alert your cell phone if your partner goes astray. It's called Commit Tech.
Commit Tech.
Commit Tech is a tiny chip that will be implanted at the tip of the penis on the man and whoa! And also on the woman. These 2 microchips will be synced together with an app that is installed on your cell phone. If at any time one of these chips is involved in any sexual activity without the other chip, it will alert the partner's cell phone that the other has been cheating. It's a brilliant idea, and we think it's about time couples become accountable for their actions, said Stephen Trenton, developer. There is no way cheating mates can get away with infidelity anymore. If your partner is not willing to install this implant, you might want to think twice about their commitment to you.
That takes all the fun out of it.
What, John?
That takes all the fun out of it. Boo.
Uh-huh.
Geez, things they come up with these days.
Yeah, I tell you what. One of these days we're all going to have little chips in our brains, and all of a sudden, if one of us turns the wrong way, somebody's going to zap us and turns the right way,
Right. And, of course, being some kind of radio show, it would not be a show without something to do with Walmart.
Of course.
Man attempts to reenact the American Pie masturbation scene in a Walmart bakery.
It's warm like apple pie.
What is it with them always either stuffing stuff up their butts, doing stuff inappropriately? Man, get a life.
Yeah.
A Phoenix, Arizona Walmart had a big mess to clean up today after a 33-year-old man tried to molest a cherry pie in the bakery.
Supposed to be an apple pie, you dummy.
Trenton Keene was arrested and charged for indecent exposure in public after he entered the store high on crack cocaine. Eyewitnesses say he grabbed a cherry pie from the display rack, removed it from the box, held it up against the glass case in the bakery, and started going at it with the dessert. I don't know what the hell he was thinking or why anyone in their right mind would do that, said Walmart shopper Terry Altez. He just kept yelling, "Sweet baby, oh sweet baby." There's nothing anyone could do until police arrived. It took 4 cops to restrain him. Apparently he was high on some crack. I guess you'd have to be to do something like this.
Yeah.
One employee that we interviewed said she quit her job because the managers were trying to make her clean up the mess. I ain't touching that crap, said Teresa Stockton, a former Walmart employee. He finished in the pie and they want me to clean the mess up? Hell no, they don't pay me enough to do that. Keene is being held at the Phoenix jail under mental evaluation with no bond.
Yeah, don't let that guy on the street.
Seriously, let's see. We've talked about people doing it with a cantaloupe in the bathroom, a pig in the bathroom. What was another? No, what was another one we've had? We've had the floaty.
Yeah.
Man, what is it with people in Walmart? Seriously.
Well,
Get a life.
Remember the lady that was testing out tampons?
Yeah, and then the guy that tried to return the condoms.
Yeah.
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 Oh boy.
It's like they don't have a fitting room for those.
Ah!
Ah!
Yeah.
Who did that sound like, John?
What's that?
Went, ah!
No, something just about fell off my foot, that's all.
Whoop. Yeah, this dummy at Walmart doesn't realize it was supposed to be apple pie, not cherry.
But you know what? Maybe they were out of apple pie.
I can never be out of apple pie.
He must have been in a hurry to pop them cherries.
I guess. It's like
better than at the peaches.
Ew.
I mean, I don't mind a little extra fuzz on the peach, but good Lord.
Well, I guess it was a little fuzz on a peach, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Hinkle's even, we got him singing the Na 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 song.
Oh, the Land of 1,000 Dances. I remember when the first wrestling music album they put out, all the wrestlers in there were singing parts of it, you know, like Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, and, you know, going back early that days, that was like the first, you know, wrestling album. It was a music album of all, like, you know, Jimmy Hart sang a song, and, you know, that's the first appearance of...
Jimmy Mouth of the South Heart.
Mm-hmm. That was the first appearance of, like, Rick Derringer singing Real American, you know, and then Hulk Hogan took the theme, and that was before... You know, because I miss them putting out the albums of all the wrestlers' themes. I mean, that's...
What are you doing?
Huh?
You know, you...
What do you mean, what am I doing?
I don't know, you're humming along here and Tony's talking.
I mean, it used to be, you know, the WWE would come out with, like, the music, and it would be, like, all the wrestlers' theme songs. You know, a lot of them, you know, like, Triple H had Motorhead do a couple of his, Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, and all them, and The Rock, and, you know, it would be like you could listen to their themes, because, you know, their theme music went on for, like, 3 or 4 minutes.
Right.
So, and, you know, they just don't do that anymore. I remember hearing The Rock singing about pie.
He's always talking about pie. What are you talking about?
People are always asking me.
He got some good-looking pie, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he's always like, you know, The Rock's
sweet
like...
sassafras? He is.
Yeah, it's like, people are like, well, what's your favorite flavor of pie? And I'm like, poontang pie. Naturally. They're like, no, real flavor. I'm like, this is real flavor. Nah.
Yeah, that would be another friend of ours' favorite, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go back to a few great outdoors trivia.
All right.
The fixture. I am exhausted.
You're fixing what?
I said the fixture. The picture was filmed during October and November of 1987. I was 3.
I was 14.
You were 14 when I was...
Yeah.
No, you were 13 when... No?
October of 87, you said, right?
Yeah, you would have been...
I would have been 14. I was born in 73.
Yeah, so you were 11 the year I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
But you make me... I bet you I make you feel old.
I don't look old. That's all that counts.
Well, when you told me how old you were, I'm like, there's no... I seriously thought you were mine and Earl's age.
No, I'll be 43 in October.
I got you all beat.
Oh, shut up, Johnny.
I still get carded for cigarettes.
Well, I was telling Tony off the air. It dawned on me what today's date was. You know, John, my mom would have been 57 today.
Yeah, I was thinking about that myself, yeah.
It's like, wow. But,
That's
all right.
crazy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Another one. The theatrical trailers show footage deleted from the finished film. Chet talking affectionately to a mounted moose head, Roman uttering an unearthly belch at the dinner table, and Roman with his annoying laugh in another scene. In the standard film version, the laugh is only heard when Roman and his clan first arrive at the cabin.
I can see that. No, that ain't my phone.
All right, and another one. Several times throughout the movie, characters are seen drinking Point beer. Point is an actual beer made in Stevens Point in central Wisconsin and is very popular throughout central and northern Wisconsin. Where the movie takes place, a Point beer sign is also seen in one of the restaurants in the film. Point taken.
Literally.
Wow.
Yeah, John Candy.
Oh, we just got a message from Josh Hinkle.
Okay.
He goes, don't forget, Rock did a Pie song in 2000, a rap song.
Yep.
That I did not know.
Yeah, he was talking about driving through, it stopped at this house, and, lady answered door, and there was an old lady, her pie smelled, kind of moldy, but he's like, ooh.
Ew.
Yeah, I'd have to...
Huh? Did you say fishy?
Fishy, fishy.
Fishy, fishy, gotta get a dishy.
We don't want to know what you want to do with Earl tonight, okay?
No! You guys said fish, so I said dish.
They say if it smells like chicken, keep on licking. If it smells like trout, get the hell out.
That's right.
No. If it smells like fish, get a dish. If it smells like clone, leave it alone. That's what it is. But then again, it's a tomato thing. Anyway, I do have a question for you, John. Did you end up getting nailed with that storm? And I mean, like, literally the storm, not the other way around. That came out wrong.
Oh, you mean, well, actually, the storms you drove through, actually, we got them on Thursday.
Okay.
Around here. We got hit on Thursday. There actually was an EF0 tornado.
A
went
what?
through Morgantown.
A what went through Morgantown?
An EF0. What that basically is I'll call it an entry-level tornado, for lack of a better term. But what happened was we had a funnel cloud, and it had you know how a tornado makes itself, where it comes out, touches down again, and starts rolling.
Right.
Well, this thing, actually, the tornado started, touched down on the mountaintop, or the hilltop here, went to the next hilltop, touched back down. It was like basketball bouncing through town.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we have a call.
We got a call.
Karma Radio, you're live on the air with Some Kind of Radio Show. Who do we have tonight?
Well, hello, Jeff June and the Crazy Crew. This is Jen Mitchell calling in, but I brought a very special guest with me who wants to say hi.
You did?
Oh, wow.
Good.
All right.
How's everything? This is Terry Ilous.
Hi, Terry. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Great. Oh, you don't call me sir. Call me Terry.
Terry.
Well, where I'm from, that's the very respectful thing to do.
My goodness.
She's military, that's why. See?
Ooh, military. I love that. I love that. Good for you. We appreciate your service. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And how are you doing tonight, Jen?
Today, I'm doing great. I'm in Pleasanton, California with Great White. We're doing a big show at a fair. and it's about 8 to 10,000 people. So we're doing great.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow, so we're gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going on stage in about less than an hour. So I just want to give you guys a quick call, say hello, and just wanted to chat a bit.
Well, we're definitely glad to have you. Any friend of Jen's is a friend of ours.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you.
I don't know if that's a good thing, Carrie. You've seen the company I keep, but that's okay.
Jen, you're a good girl. Everybody loves you. So.
But
well,
you got to remember, I'm her sugar mama.
That's right.
You're sugar mama. You're the sugar mama. Very good.
Well, you know, Terry is on limited time tonight because he is going to be doing another performance tonight, and then you've got another performance this weekend too, Terry, where you're flying out again.
Yeah, we fly. As soon as I go back to Los Angeles, we work a lot with Great White. We have a lot of dates, which is very exciting. A lot of fans, and you know, it's just a great life. Thank you. God bless. I'm blessed, and I thank God every morning.
Absolutely.
We are calling because I have been very... Oh, wait, hold on a second. I totally spaced it out, and I'm sorry, boys. Tony and John are with us, too, right now, right?
Yes, they
Hi,
are.
Tony.
I'm here physically. How you doing, Terry?
I'm doing good, brother. You know, things are... I'm driving. We're driving to go to the venue in Pleasanton, California, and it's about 10,000 people. It's a fair, so it's always very exciting.
I bet.
Thanks.
Well, I bet. How's the weather out there?
Weather today, it's, let me ask Neil. Neil, what's the weather like? We're at about 90 degrees here right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the way it's been back here, back east. Of course, we had to deal with storms and everything else back here, but...
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
No,
in West Virginia, we've actually had some flooding about 3 hours to the south of me. Big time.
Oh, good. Well, Jen told you I'm working on a pledge campaign.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, yeah.
Jen?
Jen?
Hello?
Hello? Jen?
Uh-oh.
That ain't good. It's haunted phones.
All right, Jen, give us a call back. For some reason, you got disconnected. Call us back with our guest. All right. Well, in the meantime,
Well, yeah, we got what do we got here? We got like 2 minutes before we got a news.
if they come back, we'll just
Yeah.
Take a break.
But no, it's you know what? It's a great honor to have Terry. How do you say his last name? Is it Elias?
I think it's Ilous is actually how you say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great honor to have him on here. I was actually looking him up just a little bit ago. He's, I guess, from what? I can't talk tonight. I'm too tired.
Terry Ilous.
I'll give the background a little bit, actually. He's actually a founding member of the group XYZ.
Yep.
Their hit song was called Inside Out. If those of you who listen to the Channel 39 or Sirius Satellite Radio. But anyway, so he's also singing lead for the Great White right now, which had a few hits. Once Bitten, Twice Shy, and others along the way.
Oh, I love that song.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely love that song.
Yes, I've actually heard him. They have clips of him singing it. Actually, even better than the Jack Russell version, I believe.
And that's pretty tough to beat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I would agree. But yeah, it's a pleasure to have him on. Absolutely, I would consider this guy a legend in the field as far as the hard rock genre goes. Guy's been around. He's worked with anybody and everybody in the music business.
All right. Well, we have to go to break. We'll be right back after.
I've never dreamed that I'd meet somebody.
That's not what I meant to do. But we'll be back after national news and another clip from the Great Outdoors. Stay tuned.
From Washington,
This is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting. The fallout continues from Britain's vote to exit the European Union. The results of the Brexit vote, the term coined to describe the referendum, caught many off guard. As Mil Arcega reports, analysts say the resulting volatility could last for weeks, if not longer.
For those who voted to leave the European Union, the outcome was reason to celebrate. But in financial markets around the world, there was little to cheer about. Speaking to VOA's Jill Maladrino, financial analyst Stephen Collegian says investors should hang on to their cash until the crisis blows over.
I don't think this is a buying opportunity. I think that this could be the catalyst of something that could last throughout the whole summer.
The uncertainty sent stock prices sharply lower on Wall Street. Analysts say there's no reason to panic yet, but because there is no historic precedence for such an exit, many say financial markets could face continued volatility for weeks, perhaps even months. Mil Arcega, VOA News, Washington.
Meanwhile, President Barack Obama says he spoke to British Prime Minister David Cameron and is confident the United Kingdom is committed to an orderly transition out of the European Union.
But while the UK's relationship with the EU will change, one thing that will not change is the special relationship that exists between our two nations. That will endure. The EU will remain one of our indispensable partners.
Mr. Obama says he believes that the Britain's unexpected decision to leave the EU speaks to what he called the ongoing changes and challenges raised by globalization. For more on these stories, visit our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. The U.S. military has launched its first airstrikes against the Taliban in Afghanistan since President Barack Obama expanded the authorities under which U.S. troops can attack the insurgents. Pentagon Press Secretary Peter Cook confirmed Friday the strikes were carried out in the southern portion of Afghanistan under those new authorities. He said the strikes hit their intended target, but he would not elaborate. Earlier this month, Mr. Obama expanded U.S. military involvement in the country to allow more airstrikes against the Taliban, as long as those strikes can help the Afghan offensive succeed. Previously, U.S. commanders were authorized only to use airstrikes to protect U.S. forces on the ground. Fierce fighting erupted in eastern Afghanistan Friday after militants linked to the Islamic State group staged coordinated overnight attacks on Afghan security forces outposts and civilian areas. A provincial government spokesman says the clashes in the district of Kot in Nangarhar province continued into the morning, leaving at least 30 Islamic State militants dead and several others wounded. He confirmed that 3 civilians, including 2 women, were also killed, while 12 others were wounded. Pope Francis denounced again Friday the World War I-era mass killings of Armenians by Ottoman Turks as genocide as he met with Armenia's president, Serge Sargsyan, that statement that enraged Ankara a year ago. Francis, who is on a 3-day visit in the country, used the Armenian term, which means the great evil, but added to his prepared text the word genocide to refer to what he called the first of the deplorable series of catastrophes of the past century. While Turkey acknowledges that hundreds of thousands of Armenians died between 1915 and 1917, it has denied that their killings constituted a campaign of genocide. Here in the United States, West Virginia Governor Earl Ray Tomblin has declared states of emergency in 44 counties after the worst flooding in the mid-Atlantic state in 100 years. Tomblin said Friday that the National Guard has been called to help those struggling against the waters.
Currently, 200 National Guard members are now actively assisting in 8 counties, and I have authorized up to 500 of our members of the National Guard to come and help during this disaster.
As much as 25 centimeters of rain fell in the state on Thursday, sending numerous rivers in the southwestern and central parts of West Virginia over their banks and into the streets of nearby towns. As many as 20 people have been killed by the rushing waters. For more on these stories, please log on to our website, voanews.com. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
All right, and we're back to Some Kind of Radio Show here on Karma Internet Radio, and on the phone we have guest Jen Mitchell and Terry, and I do apologize, Terry, I don't want to butcher your last name.
Oh, it's all right. It's not Lewis, like most people believe, but it's Ilous.
Ilous.
Well, you know, a lot of people call me Jerry Lewis, believe it or not.
Like I said, I didn't want to butcher it, especially being live on air, so...
It's all right, you know. It's funny because I did a marathon, you know, the telethon with Jerry Lewis, and when I was there and I was just about to go on stage, somebody said, "Wait a minute, Jerry Lewis is going to be singing," and I said, "No, that's Terry Ilous." So anyway, whatever.
Or sometimes when you type out your name, because it's ILOUS, some people will think that's LLOUS, so sometimes I'll just call you Llama.
That's all right, you know. Don't call me, you know, but some people do call me Ron Jeremy. I don't know why. So anyway, okay, go ahead.
Whoa! Well, you know, Terry's a very limited time right now because he's getting ready to perform in front of about 100,000 people up there in California.
No, there's 10,000 people. 10,000 people at the show.
Millions of people. I don't know. I have Terry vision. It's okay, Terry. Go with me on it.
That's all right.
We have been promoting his Pledge Music campaign and current Pledge Music campaign that's going on until July 2nd. And this campaign is about him being able to create a rock, blues, and flamenco-based album.
Yeah. Yes.
But he's looking to his fans and fans of his solo work and XYZ and what have you.
Great White, XYZ, all my fans, 80s music, because it's basically, we're all going to be re-recording songs from the 70s and 80s and give them more of a bluesy track, more of a bluesy sound, with a touch of flamenco, and it's going to be really, really different, very, very interesting. We have this big campaign, and once we reach our financial goal, 10% of the money will go to the Wounded Warrior projects, because I believe it's really important to help the soldiers who fought for us, who serve this beautiful country. You know, so that's what I believe.
That's fantastic. I say, Deb, I say you're a veteran, and we also have DJ Dylan, who's also a veteran.
Yeah, he's not a veteran. He's current.
He's current.
Well, you know, I got to tell you something, because I wasn't born here. I was in Europe, and there is something magical about America. It's not necessarily just the weather or the mountains or the ocean. What's magical about this country, it's people. Basically, the American people are just amazing. So when we have a great country, and I'm not going to try to be political here, because I do not want to be political, but when we have a great country, and I think it's important to support the country first and to help the veterans who actually fight for our freedom. So if I can give a little bit of my money, why not? I mean, it's my thank you. That's all it is. It's a really honest thing, you know.
Right. And I'm sure they would definitely be very grateful for that, especially coming from someone of your caliber.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah. You know, I think probably someone that wasn't born here, it's even more drastic, because most people are born here, you know, you give money, but when you're not born here and you love the people, I think it's great. And I can only say thank you, because I chose to live here, and I'm having such a great time. So it's a wonderful, wonderful people here.
Right, and he's also having a really good time because he's put together 3 guys that are on his site at pledgemusic.com/Terry Ilous. And Ilous is ILOUS for everyone who's listening who may want to check this out. You go visit his online store, and you will see exactly what his Pledge Music campaign is about. Very important to say that this campaign is not based on donations. There are a lot of crowdfunding services out there, you know, like GoFundMe and things like that, where it is just, you know, here's a donation. But in Terry's case, through Pledge Music, and the reason you selected that is people can pre-order your digital download of the CD that you're hoping to have funded through your pre-orders that you can make. And there's a bunch of exclusive items that you can only get at his online store, from your solo work, from your personal collection, from XYZ stuff.
From Great White, so lots of stuff from Great White, so it's really good. But I have to go. I apologize. I love you guys, but I have a meet and greet, and my promoter's looking at me, thinking, what the heck? So I'm so sorry. Don't think I'm rude, but I have to go.
No,
I love
not
you
at
guys.
all. We can understand.
Jen, you take over. Guys, thank you so much. Tony, everyone, thank you. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Terry. Bye.
And we got Miss Jen on the phone.
That's right. I will just take over for Terry because I'm not trying to brag. I wear a lot of hats all day long, but one of the newer roles that I'm in is to be his PR person. So I would have called you guys anyways to harass you, especially you, Deb, since you haven't been on air for so long.
I know.
You were on vacation, and I missed you and haven't talked to you. But I guess we can wrap out the Terry stuff really quick if you'd like, so people...
That's
fine.
fine.
What are they talking about? They're jumping topics.
Oh, it's okay.
His Pledge Music campaign currently is at, when I checked it this morning, at 55% to his goal, which is great, but we've only got 9 days left to get it up to 100%, and this is a very daunting task. To get it to 100 in a little over a week's time, because the truth is it doesn't reach 100%. In pre-sale orders, whether that be in his CD or other various services that you can get there, or items that you can get there too, there will not be a new album. I mean, that's just plain and simple how it is. But very, very expensive. I mean, now that I'm doing this job with him, I've learned so much about behind the scenes on what it really costs if to make an album. Because if you're not a musician, you just don't know. Yeah, Terry, how much does it cost to make an album these days? It's like thousands and thousands of dollars, and that's just the album itself, to have it produced, studio time, paying your musicians. But then you've got to think of the bigger picture, which is maybe your album's now done. Now there's extra money, which he said is even more expensive when it comes to promoting it, the artwork that goes on it, tours that you might go on, or just having it printed and distribution. So we really need people to go check out his online store at pledgemusic.com/Terry Ilous, and like I said, it's ILOUS. It's not just products there that you're going to find that you can't find anywhere else. Rare out-of-print CDs that XYZ has, which is his original band from the 80s, and stuff from his private collection. There's also really cool services that he's offering to people there, too. Like, he will call and do a greeting on your phone for you, like a really interesting voice note greeting. Birthday songs, you can request him to sing any song. He will record it acoustically and give it to you. So, I mean, I could go crazy and be like, hey, do a the Mr. Rogers theme song. Yeah. I could hire him to do that for me, and he would do that, produce it, and send it to me, which I think is funny. There's Skype vocal lessons with him that you can get for an hour. So there's really, really cool stuff. And last night he actually gave me a Skype vocal lesson, and oh my God, there's a lot of laughing involved. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have questions on the campaign or?
No, just hope. Well, definitely want to wish him luck, and hopefully he will be able to reach his goal. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
I just telling Deb and Tony, this guy to me is like a legend of the game, because he's into the hard rock genre. He knows everybody and anybody,
That's true. He was very fortunate. Back in 2011, he does a lot of humanitarian work, and I talk about this a lot. He doesn't. He's not one to toot his own horn or walk around going, "I did this" or "I did that." But the truth is, when the tsunami hit Japan several years ago, and you remember that, his daughter's adopted from China, and he's got ties to that region, and he took it very hard, like many people did. Whether they had someone adopted or not, it was hard for all of us to bear witness to. But what he decided to do with upset over all of that was he put together something called United Rockers for One. And I think, Tony, you were the one, or maybe it was John, just the one that's saying he knows so many people. What he did is he made good on that. He went to every single heavy-hitting musician in the industry and said he wanted to create a single called One Family. And One Family was kind of like our modern-day equivalent to We Are the World. You know, Do They Know It's Christmas? You know, those charity singles that get released. He had Lita Ford on there with him and Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses, Ryan Tichy, people from Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne, and Eddie Money was on there. He wrote and produced, along with Jeff Parris, the single that all these heavy-hitting 80s rockers came on, and all the proceeds from that went to the American Red Cross and helped to aid the whole tsunami thing. But it was some huge, like 100,000 person plus concert that Dan put on in Los Angeles. It was on CBS News. So, and the driving force behind all of that was Terry, and that's just one of so many projects he's been involved with. You guys don't have 8 hours on the air for me to go into every single thing that he's involved himself with. So he is one of the best guys in the business. Very, very down to earth and knows what's important, and really is just looking to his fans and friends to try and help him put this album together. And here's the cool thing too: you guys could all get involved with this campaign, because if you pledge on his page, even if it's only say it's $10 for the pre-order for the digital download of what he'd like to create, you guys can suggest songs for him to be on that album too. He's still taking suggestions. So, what kind of songs would you suggest him put on a Rock, Blues, and Flamingos 70s/80s cover album based around classic rock?
That'd be a tough one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if he's doing 70s, how about he covers some Bay City Roars?
Well, you know what? Get involved with this campaign. Go to pledgemusic.com/Terry Ilous, and you can put that on his discussion board. He considers every suggestion that gets put up there. We've seen people suggest Pink Floyd. I think there was Rolling Stones up there, of course.
I could see him doing another Brick in the Wall.
Yeah.
I think he might be passing on the Pink Floyd. I had suggested Foreigner's Waiting for a Girl Like You, because I'm like, he's got that tone to his voice.
Fantastic song.
I am hoping that will be on there, but you never know. I mean, let's think harder rock. We could have a lot of fun with him on this and go, hey, it's Deb from Karma Radio, and here's a song I want you to do. You know, just tell him. You know, make it an order. Use your military side stuff.
Nah. Now, Jen, while I do have you on the line, you want to give our listeners a little glimpse into our special guest next week?
I could. Next week, Joey Sykes, who is the rhythm guitarist for the Babies. He's a Babies from the 70s, early 80s, I think 77 through 81. They had Jonathan Cain, who's now in Journey. And of course, Sean Waite was their lead singer back then. Babies broke up in 1981. They reformed in 2013. They've got their original bassist or guitarist rather, and drummer, Wally Stocker and Tony Brock with them. They held open auditions, and they got a new lead singer whose name is John Basaha, who's very good friends with me. In fact, he co-hosts shows with me. And then Joey Sykes, who is their rhythm guitarist. So Joey recently had reached out to me and said, hey, you know, can you kind of help me out the way you're helping Terry and, you know, start getting me on some interviews? And I'm like, I'm going to send him to the Crazy Crew right away, you know?
You really want him to get good influence, right?
Yeah.
I want to be initiated by the Crazy Crew.
You don't want to send him to pure madness, especially when it's especially when it's the first week me and Earl being back on show together.
Well, see, I said it'll be Joey's initiation, although I have seen him up on other interviews, but I'm like, he's got to go. He's got to go on their show, because you could have a lot of fun with him.
He's basically going to look at you and be like, what the hell did you do to me?
I know, right? He'll fire me. That's what's going to happen.
No, if anything, he's probably going to be like, you know what, them are some wackadoodles.
Well, he already knows me, and I'm a huge wackadoodle, so He already knows. I mean, if he trusts me enough to do
I
this...
plead the fifth on that one.
Exactly. He's going to come on because, aside from also touring with the babies right now, what we're going to be talking about is his newer solo CD. It's the second CD he's put out. It's called Classic New Rock. So I sent you guys some songs from that if you want to play that. And even if you don't, we will talk about his album and his credentials. I mean, this guy's kind of a hidden gem. There's so many involved musicians in the industry who have played on the Grammy stage and played amongst 100,000 people and things like that. And Joey is one of them. You guys remember that song from the late 90s called I'm a Bitch from Meredith Brooks?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, any performance that you saw her on stage for live, Madison Square Garden, at Hard Rock Casino, live, the rhythm guitarist that was touring with them was Joey Sykes. You know, so that's kind of a pretty big deal because that Meredith Brooks was really huge back in the day.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of work in Nashville, and we'll talk about that next week, too. He's a singer-songwriter, not just for himself, but he produces for other people as well. All-around good guy. You know, so we'll really have to razz him, basically. We have to wear him down.
Oh, yeah.
That's our job next week.
That won't be hard with us.
John,
it won't be hard with you?
Quit chewing your box, John.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I can't believe you're really going to throw him in on our show.
I am. I will continue to throw people to if you want because I do.
Oh, definitely.
Speak with a lot of the musicians. I don't know why they like me. They just do.
That's because you're a rocker chick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I had my own radio show for a long time, and once in a while I'll do a special and bring it back, but mostly focusing on music news and including doing music news for your show. So that's kind of my deal, and doing my artwork right now and doing PR work for a couple of these musicians, which is great. But I'll continue to throw you people. I could prep you guys now. Here's someone we could have a lot of fun with. I will have Kenny Wilkerson of Nova Rex call in.
Of what?
Nova Rex. Now, Nova Rex was like Glam Sleaze 80s hair band extreme. Okay. And they're still around doing their thing. They are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, museum rather, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. They also were voted one of VH1's top 100 hair bands of all time, and that was just last year. So, again, here's another band that maybe you guys don't remember at the ready, but if you heard their stuff, you'd be like, oh my God, that's them. Well, I'll bring the bassist on, the one that founded the band, Kenny, because Kenny is easy. And we could bend him over and whip him all night. He would probably really like that. So.
See, I had been trying. I had been trying because now, Jen, you remember a group? Go back to the about 10 years ago. You remember a group called Evanescence? Jen,
what was that part of that?
I said, do you go back about 10 years? Do you remember a group called Evanescence?
I love that band. Yes, of course.
You know, it's funny because I'm good friends. The lead singer, Amy Lee, I'm good friends with her sister, Jess. And I had met them about 10 years ago. The band was performing out in Youngstown. I was at a bar doing karaoke on a Sunday night, and in walks in Amy Lee with her sister. Nobody knew who the heck they were. And, of course, they come in, have a couple of drinks, and Amy gets up on the microphone and, just to mess with everybody. And, the first song she does, instead of doing Bring Me to Life, she gets up and does Call Me When You're Sober. So she goes, sits back down with her sister and gets another drink, and she looks over at me, I'm up there singing a couple of songs, and she's like, I like singing a lot of Evanescence stuff. Do you happen to know the male vocalist parts for Bring Me to Life? And I'm like, yeah, because we got another girl in here that, has done it. She's not here tonight, but so I go up and sing it with her. I go sit back down, she introduces herself. And then since then I've been friends. Her sister lives in Cuyahoga County up, at suburban Cleveland. And I told her sister Jess, I said, I'm doing a radio show now, Fridays 8 to midnight. It's all online. I would love it because they're coming out with another album. They haven't had any stuff out in a while. And I said, I'd love it if if your sis is on tour, if she can get some time out a Friday 8 to midnight, call me. I'll talk to her for 10 or 15 minutes. Love their music, and I also loved when she did the vocals with Seether, who's another one of my favorite groups. Unbroken.
Right. There is a psychology behind all of this, and I certainly don't talk about the company that I keep, the friends that I have, because I'm looking to drop a name.
Yeah.
I know these people because of the job that I keep.
Yeah.
Doing radio, I like doing interviews, and I like interviewing the bands that I listen to the most, and these are the bands. I had to get over that hump in the very beginning because it used to make me very nervous, and I'd get starstruck. And then I have to tell myself, you know what, they eat and sleep just like us, and really the only difference is their jobs require them to be in the public eye. But once I pulled that curtain back and realized nobody is a demigod, nobody's better than anybody else, it became so much easier to become a part of that. I'm not famous myself. No. I do speak with a lot of famous people, but many of them are very down to earth, but people are usually afraid to approach them because of what they do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not trying to drop a name, but one of the biggest bands still on the scene that's sustained it since the late 70s, early 80s is Def Leppard.
Oh, yeah.
They're my all-time favorite band. I've had the honor of interviewing Phil Collins 4 times, and one of those interviews was also his wife on the line with us, who's an accomplished seamstress. She does a lot of work in fashion. The first time I admit I was totally spaced out. I was like, oh my God, it's Phil, and then I had to get past that right away and do a job. But, he'll call sometimes because now we are friends, and I'll go, hello, this is Phil with Def Leppard. And I'm like, oh my God, I know it's you,
Yeah, it's like...
That's kind of the funny part. I'm sorry, just 1 second here. But you start to realize everybody's just really down to earth, and it really is all about community, helping one another, brotherhood, looking out for each other in an industry that is so cutthroat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It's very, very difficult. By the way, while we've been talking, I was trying to get a hold of Kenny Wilkerson from Nowhere Rex. I was going to have him call me. He does not know we're on air, and I was going to play a total trick on him. You guys just to mess with them, because that's my dynamic with them. Kenny could handle it. We could line him up and spank him, and he'd probably be okay with that. Even if you did it, no, he probably wouldn't. He'd probably like him for me and Deb, but that's okay. Okay, where's Deb?
I'm right here.
So I kind of missed the beginning of your show because, to be honest with you, I was producing all night last night. Didn't get any sleep until like 4 o'clock this afternoon.
I bet you were producing.
I was. I really
That's what they call it now, huh?
Yes, I was. But I had to take a nap, and my daughter woke me up around 8:30, and I was like, oh my God, I have to call the show, But, what have you guys been talking about all night? Just kind of like your misadventures on your
just a bunch
your vacation?
Of BS. Yeah, I kind of talked about that, and we talked about the cabs, and we talked about this and that, and just a little bit of everything tonight. You know how some kind of radio show folk roll.
Oh, yeah.
We just go with the flow.
And you never know what we may say or do next.
Exactly.
Nope. Sometimes we don't even know.
Nope.
That's right.
Okay. Well, that's okay. I do hope, did you guys, I asked you before, but my phone kind of sometimes cuts in and out. It's got very bad reception where I live. It's terrible. Did you guys have any further questions about Terry's campaign? Was it pretty clear kind of what it's about? Because literally when I called you, I was only awake for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, I was so groggy. I'm like, what day is it? What's my name?
No, I definitely understand it. I think it was definitely self-explanatory.
Well, Jim,
Jim, isn't all the campaign also on Facebook as well?
Can't what?
Isn't the campaign also on Facebook?
Well, the campaign itself to become involved with it is not on Facebook. What you'll see on Facebook is, links from there to lead people to the page external from Facebook. So lots of social media promotions going on there right now. I'll give brief synopsis, as will his social media manager, Valerie. She's really, really cool, and she handles part of this as well. And you can go there and check it out. People do leave questions on his page, which Terry personally will respond to every single fan, and that's probably why he never sleeps. He doesn't believe in having assistants that are going to answer for him, which is ironic. He's told his interview, and it doesn't like because he's on stage right now, but he is very much into the personal touch and making sure that he's got that connection to the fans, because quite honestly, that's a lot. That's a lot of what keeps these musicians in the public eye and being successful. Look at Autograph. Look at the band Autograph. You guys know that band, right?
Oh, yeah.
Turn up the radio, yes.
Right. Well, technically, Autograph, they emerged early 80s, LA scene. They had one major hit, Turn Up the Radio. No one was expecting them to have that hit. And then all of a sudden, they went from being essentially a garage band to being on radio everywhere and then touring the world with Van Halen. That was their first opening gig. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Right?
Oh, gee.
Talk about stage fright.
Go to the wolves.
That's like from going from being in diapers one day to brain surgery the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was such an overnight thing. Autograph kind of fell out of the scene. They came back, and now that they're on the scene, I know every single member of that band, particularly Randy Rand, because I've interviewed him a bunch of times, and we could probably snag him on the show too. But
that would be an awesome interview.
There's 4 people in their band: Mark Wheeland, Randy Rand, Simon. Oh my God, Simon Lynch or Steve Lynch, and Simon. I can't remember his last name. I'm sorry, Simon. It'll come to me. But all 4 of them, every day, since we're talking about social media and staying in connection with the band, that's where I was going with this in terms of Terry and now Autograph. They personally respond to every single person who says hello, who leaves a message, whether it be a nice one or a more critiquey one. Their fan base is so strong because it's like a brotherhood. And they're so welcoming to everybody. And that, I know that plays a huge part in their success right now. They are a good band, don't get me wrong. They make the efforts to be accessible and friendly. And you feel like you're best friends with them. That's how they treat everybody, and it's such a nice thing. You don't always get that in music. You've got some really bad boys in music that have those bad reputations who don't have time for their fans, and that's not Autograph. That's definitely not Terry. Even Joey Sykes, you will find he will come across the same way, where he's grateful for anybody that's going to say hello and invest in his album, or just listen to it, because he's got some videos out there. So I'm rambling because I'm tired.
It's okay. Now, have you warned Joey on what he's going to be facing next week?
I don't want to tell him everything, We're
not going to get screamed at, are we?
I think maybe we should play a joke on him, and instead of being lively on the air and asking him questions, just being like, "Hey," and just giving him like one word responses to anything he says.
Yeah, sure.
No, everything's no. When it comes to Joey next week, everything's no.
That's right. Joey's a pretty fine-looking man, so, Deb, maybe you could turn on the charm and flirt with him a little bit and see what he does,
I don't think my husband would like that very much, but then again...
He'll be here next week, too.
Who cares? You know what? Just because my plate's full does not mean I can't look at the buffet.
That's right. Exactly. See, and it's over the phone. What's going to happen, really?
Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Just going to blush like crazy.
Yeah, instead of calling him Joey, you could be like, "Ooh, Joey."
No. Ooh, Joey.
Hey, baby.
Sing me a song. That would be kind of funny. I don't know. Let me. I want to see. I don't know if this is going to happen or not.
What?
What are you sending me? Hey, Troy wants to know why I won't accept his friend request. Who is Troy?
Troy Froman, the actor, and he asked me to ask it on the air.
Saved by the Bell.
No, I now remember what that name is. I didn't see any friends requests. Oh my gosh, I'll have to look for it and accept it.
Troy, there's your answer. Because he's listening right now. I'm like, I'll ask her. He's like, no, do it now on the air. I'm like, really? Ew.
Oh my gosh. Troy.
Troy's
Deb has my personal phone number, so she can give it to you. You can call me, and I will personally apologize. I did not see anything in there, but then again,
Please, Debbie.
Does he want to have phone sex? Because I'm pretty lonely tonight. I don't know.
Troy, you got your answer. Be a good boy now. He's listening because he's responding to every answer I say.
Yeah.
He's being a goof.
He's currently typing to you right now.
He's supposed to be in Chicago.
Yeah, he's talking to me
so.
on Facebook, responding to what I say on the air.
All right, what did you tell him exactly? I mean, since you were dealing with Deb, I don't know what you might say about me.
I would never disrespect you.
No, not just. He might be taking me out, and I just don't know it.
Huh?
You know, 'cause I've been a single girl for 5 years. You know what I mean? He might be
he asked
taking
me. He goes, "Hey, ask Jenny why she doesn't accept my friend request." I said,
Uh-oh.
What?
Did he refer to me as Jenny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's never, ever allowed. No.
Well,
it
you
says
asked
Jen,
what- you
JPNN for a reason.
You asked what he said, and
Okay,
I go,
okay,
"Well,
go on."
I go, "Will do." He goes, "Now on air, please," and then he goes, "Debbie," yelling at me.
Oh, my gosh. So, Bella, he's watched that show all the time. I wish I hadn't seen that. I thought it was a good show back in the day, like early 90s, Saturday morning, watching TV. You know?
All right, Troy, I already asked her why she won't accept it. She didn't know she got a request from you.
That's right.
Nabbit, you dang celebrities.
Oh, my gosh.
They're all get and go.
Tell me who he was.
What?
Because, who was the show? He was, who was he?
Troy Furman was Ox, A.C. Slater's best friend on the show.
I so wanted to have sex with Mario Lopez. Still would, by the way.
Ooh,
I don't stick my tongue in Mario Lopez's dimples. That's what I want to do.
He's got the cutest dimples. Okay, I think we need to take a break.
Jen,
cold shower.
Yeah.
Down, Deb.
Jen, I'll hook you up with Screech.
Ew, that's
No.
diamond bleh. Okay.
He is in jail for... I don't do that. No.
Okay, we do need to take a break, but stay on the line, Jen.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back with
KRMA
clips. Stay
Internet
tuned.
Radio. Hi, this is Handy Randy. Tune in every Tuesday night for the Handy Randy Rock and Roll Show. I have a different theme every Tuesday. It might be the Beach Boys, it might be the Funk Brothers, and I have great, interesting guests as well. So every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, it's the Handy Randy rocking your socks off on Karma Radio. And give me a call, 330-673-2428.
Hi gang, Maggie here from KRMA Radio. If you're like me, you know that college is a big expense for parents and students alike. Often the loans don't even cover tuition, let alone textbooks. That means money out of pocket on expensive textbooks. And luckily, there's a website that lets me save up to 80% off of textbooks that my kids need for school. Textbookly.com is a one-stop shop for the very best prices on the web for textbooks. Give them a try today. I was glad I did. Textbookly, the smarter way to buy.
WWP. Every Saturday between 5 and 7, baby. I'm Bounce. I'm the Ran Man, the Raninator, y'all. From Underground Wrestling. Yeah, baby, dig it. Hey, we're going to bring you non-stop wrestling news. And you might get back smack a cup or two, you know? No, you're not going to slap anybody. Come on, Bouncy. No, don't do that this time. All right, I'll behave, yeah. You know why? Because it's not personal. But it's business, baby. Yeah, dig it. KarmaRadio.com.
Transmitter, we don't
This hour brought to you by Coffee News Akron, available in over 600 local restaurants and coffee shops, bringing you the best news to enjoy over a cup of hot coffee.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
We'll have this little baby squealing Mayday by midnight.
All right, let's split up. You see him?
He's hiding.
I know that.
Turn out the lights.
Why?
He's nocturnal. He'll think it's daytime like this.
Good point. We got him.
Come on, you little sonar-guided rodent.
Honey, bats carry rabies, don't they? Yeah, among other things.
I'm gonna call him now. Okay, just be still. All right. Are you kissing him or are you calling him? No, I'm calling him down. That's just the sound they make, the high-pitched squeal. Okay.
That looks like
Get the light on him.
Yeah, keep your eye on the bat, okay?
Wait. Where is he, Randy? He's in the rafters. He's refueling. Where are you? Here. He's on my face. He's on my face.
Honey.
We got it.
Oh, the pain.
Chad, we got it.
Oh, that had to hurt.
What a fighter. Boy, he was something. I salute him. But we gotta get some sleep.
Need somebody to help me say it one time.
Come on, John. Johnny!
I'm here.
Come on! No. You are a
This guy's singing the wrong key for me.
Huh?
This guy's singing the wrong key for me.
Nah, heck, if I can do it.
Ew!
You can do it!
You can do it!
Can.
Oh, nah! Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. 3 convos going at once. Shh.
Uh-oh.
Come on, we got a radio show to do.
Come on.
Yeah. Don't we get our Troy's tantrums tonight?
He's calling in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I say we still got shit on the phone, hopefully?
She's gonna call the back phone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Here comes one of them.
Speak of the devil.
Karma Radio, you're live on the air with Some Kind of Radio Show. Who do we have?
I am Cornholio.
Goodbye, Cornholio.
Wait!
What?
I'm king of the squirrels.
Okay, Squirrely, goodbye.
Bye.
My crazy kids, as always.
Yeah.
All right.
Aren't you glad you're back?
No, because you know what? Another reason why I didn't really have a vacation, I had my kids with me. No vacation. No. That was messed up.
You know.
Yeah. Well. Old Junior will pay later.
You're down in the South.
And what's that supposed to mean?
You weren't stuck in Ohio.
No, but I'm back in Ohio.
Yeah, or West Virginia.
Well, I can't help it. I'm not a by golly West Virginia backwards man.
Well, that's okay. I might be, but hey, I'm in a beautiful town with beautiful people. So what can I say?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Well.
Huh?
No. I gotta find out.
Gotta find out what?
Gotta come down and find out for yourself.
Find out what? Quit being
find
cryptic.
Find out beautiful people to live here where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
College town, so. Let's try this.
Okay.
All right.
Do we have Jen on the phone and John?
Yeah.
Jen, you there? Okay.
Okay.
Karma Radio, you're live on the air with some kind of radio show. Who do we have tonight?
Baby, what do you told me you were going to go back to your husband. I don't bet you said we'll stay here, and I come back from work, and you got home. You went back to your husband, then you lied to me. I love you. I gave you everything I had. And you said you were going to stay, and then you went back to the line. Why did you break your promise? Jeez. Why did you break your promise?
I got 2 loads in my life. I'm sorry.
Well, I gave you 2 loads.
Ew! You're nasty.
You ditched me. You said you're going to be the queen of my pastrami hut. And you left.
No, that's
that bowling ball maniac.
No, you're salami hut. Not pastrami, salami.
No, I was going to try to open up a chicken fried stand in the local mall. And you were going to be ripping out the lemonade Slurpees. We had a deal. I got you an oversized apron and everything and a big spatula. And now you're back at the bowling ball, man.
Well, sorry. He's my main love. He'll always come first.
Yeah. Oh, I hope he knows about how much I filled you up before you left.
Uh-huh. Sure you did.
Yeah, I even bought you that extra plane ticket because they complained about how much you took up on the plane. Oh, you know what? That's it.
Oh, you did not just go there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're an ass. Hi, Troy. How are you, sweetie?
Hi, it's nice. Did you have a nice trip? By the way, where's Earl?
He'll be back next week.
Okay.
But I do have the lovely Miss Jen on the line.
Oh, let's speak to her.
Miss Jen, meet Mr. Troy Froman, a.k.a. Ox the Fox.
Hello,
Troy. Hi. Can you hear me?
Deb told me I couldn't take your friend's request. She said that you weren't cool enough for me, and then she kicked me.
That's not true. I sent you a friend request a few weeks back because I thought you were cool with your rock and roll and all that stuff. But then I remembered that I have a reputation with the certain women at that station that might have warned you against me.
Oh, I would never do that. Jen is a sweetheart, and Troy, you're a sweetheart too.
Oh, now we'd be sweethearts together.
Deb, in all fairness, Deb didn't say anything bad about you. What she said was that you've got some inflatable sheep, and she just said, as long as I don't stare directly into its eyes, you and I could be friends.
That's correct. My wife has not found those yet. I keep those with the mannequin head.
Yeah, and he likes to play with chickens and turkeys that are frozen.
Tell Jen to check out my mannequin head video on Instagram.
Well, I'm sure she just heard you.
And if she wants to find you on Facebook, she's just got to go click a like on your fan page of the King of Poop.
That's right. You got to check out all my good stuff.
I mean, Jen, Troy is the King of Poop.
I am the King of Poop.
You got called a box fox?
I called
go ahead.
I called him Ox. His name was Ox on Saved by the Bell, so I started joking around with him, calling him Ox the Fox.
I played Scud once.
Huh?
I played a character named Scud the first time.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Scud.
On the No Hope to Dope episode.
I do remember that.
So, and meanwhile, I have very limited time because I'm working. Can I just tell you my updates real quick?
Yes, you may, sir.
So, the Saved by the Bell restaurant in Chicago, they're flying me down for a celebrity appearance. I leave Tuesday, and they're paying for a nice hotel room and taxis. They're paying for everything. And I got free food, and I got a menu named after me, the Ox's Draft Choices. And it's going to be really cool time.
That sounds like awesome fun.
Yeah,
Jen may have to swing by.
Is she in Chicago?
Yes, she is.
Well, are you near the Saved by the Bell restaurant? Is she still there?
Yeah, Jen.
I'm here, but to be honest with you, I'm having a hard time hearing what Troy's saying.
Can you hear him now?
I can hear him, but it sounds so... It's probably just our connection.
He asked if you live anywhere near the Saved by the Bell restaurant in Chicago.
No, I live in a northwest suburb of Chicago, so I'm about 20 minutes outside of Chicago.
Well, Troy's going to be there, what is it, over the weekend or next weekend, Troy?
No, this Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Okay, Tuesday and Wednesday night, he's going to be in Chicago at the Saved by the Bell restaurant.
From 7 to 11.
From 7 to 11.
Oh, shucks, I won't be in Chicago until the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
And my wife will be there with a leash on me.
I'd hope so, you naughty, naughty boy.
Naughty. Otherwise, there's no telling what me and Jen would do.
I have friends and I didn't even know it, apparently.
She already offered me the phone sex. I'm ready to go with that.
I told you he was listening, Jen.
Oh, my goodness. Well, maybe I should put on my sexy voice.
You better tell him down, boy. You better tell him down, boy, before he gets in trouble.
Hold on, I'm opening my lotion.
I didn't. I see, and I missed stuff because I couldn't make out what he was saying just now.
I told him. I said, Jen, you need to tell him down, boy, and he goes, I'm opening up the lotion.
Well, I have experienced far worse, whether it be on a phone call or particularly social media. I should put together a collection of the pictures of guys' junk that they just sent to me right off the bat. Like, hey, this is what they lead with. Hey, baby, let's get together. Hey, our band's coming to town. Let's hook up. I'm like, really? Unless your private part is dipped in chocolate, you can dance. I've seen them all. I'm not that impressed with any of that stuff.
Then you might...
It's just like, you know what? Really, the key is just throw chocolate in my mouth and I'm okay. That's the key to my heart.
Jen, be careful what you wish for.
Troy loves chocolate. You got to see what he did to his birthday cake. It looked like someone crapped on his face.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming at you with that mouth.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Hey, listen, Deb, I got to go, but I want to tell you one more thing.
Yes, sir.
I want to apologize for not calling you last week because I was at my movie screening for Doggone Christmas, in which I co-starred as the FBI agent, the movie that I lost the weight for.
I know, and I cannot wait to see that. When will it be out?
They say November, and I'll let everybody know when it's out. I tell everybody everything. And it's a really good movie.
I know. I cannot wait to see it. Neither can Lori.
It's kid-oriented. The kids are going to love it. For sure.
Well, anything that has you in it, my friend, is got to be good.
Oh, then watch Fortress of America. You'll change your mind.
Or I just had to watch a couple episodes of Saved by the Bell.
No, love Saved by the Bell.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right, Troy, I will have to take your lunch quest.
I was up for Shameless. I didn't get it, though.
Well, I will. I will search for it. I promise you. A lot of times when it shows me that I'm on Facebook, I'm really not. But that's the only way sometimes people want to communicate with me. But I'm not really active on there. I don't notice too much that goes on Facebook, believe it or not. I just fake posts. Clients contact me through there, and then I'm kind of in and out. You know what I mean?
I was just wondering if you hated me or something, but that's okay. But I got to go, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. And now we are going to go to Troy's Tantrum. Josh's Poopy and Black Friday. Here we go.
That's right, you stupid, moronic, half-witted, doltish, mindless, senseless, out to lunch, dopey, ludicrous dumbass. If you made my list, then I'm going to tell you why.
But first, hey, let's have some idle banter. Hey, Deb. You ready for another great tantrum this week?
I sure am, Troy. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was nice, Deb.
Troy, aren't you going to ask us how our Thanksgiving was?
Okay, Deb. So, how was your Thanksgiving?
Troy, why do I get this feeling that you're being a sarcastic as usual?
Oh, I'm sorry, Deb. Nothing against you. It's just that it's always bothered me, the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, really? And why is that, Troy?
Well, it's because all freaking day long, all I hear is, hey, how was your Thanksgiving? Oh, mine was nice. And how was your Thanksgiving? Oh, and how was yours? Did you have enough turkey? Did you have enough... Oh, and how was your Thanksgiving? Everywhere I go, the supermarket, the post office, all the customers, how was your Thanksgiving? Oh, it just doesn't stop all day long. Oh, my God. Oh, it bothers me so much. Okay, here's a fictional conversation that I made up just for fun between two people I know. Now, let me just say first that these two people, they are not managers of Froman's Deli. Anything that seems connected is purely a coincidence. Okay, here we go. Hello, Martha. Oh, hi, Marvin. How was your Thanksgiving? Oh, mine was very good. Thank you for asking. Did you have enough turkeys? Oh, yes. In fact, I ate for like 3 persons. Oh, my Marvin, you should be more careful with your diets. How was how about you, Martha? Did you get enough to eat? Oh, yes. We had turkeys, stuffings, mashed potatoes, green beans, casseroles, and pumpkin pies. Oh, and did everyone at the table say what they are most thankful for? Why, yes, Marvin. We all talked about how thankful we were all to be together. Oh, that's nice. And how about you, Marvin? What are you thankful for? Oh, we lived in Honduras and we were thankful every day that we were not killed. But now I'm just thankful that I got out of there. Oh, Marvin, bye, Marvin. Have a nice day. Okay, Martha, bye. I've always wanted to do that. Okay, so, moving on. Let's move on. Earlier last week, I asked our listeners if they wanted to confess their most embarrassing moment so that my brother, Frankie Froman, can do a fabulous reenactment of it. So this week, one of our listeners, Josh Hinkle, provided us with this week's reenactment. Okay, Freddie, you're on. Move over, Troy, and let Rover take over. Hey, you don't have to push. Go on, move along, Troy. This is my time now. There we go, whatever. Have a ball, Frankie. Ooh, I wish. Okay, Earl, roll my theme music, please. Oh, I think I'm getting an erection. Oh, this is Frankie Froman's fabulous masterpiece reenactment theater. Yay! Okay, so just like my fat-ass brother Troy said, this story comes from listener Josh Hinkle, and the title of this fabulous reenactment is The Crappiest Day of School Ever! Here we go. Hi, my name is Josh Hinkle. I'm an 11-year-old 4th grader. I am told by everyone that I'm a very special kid. In fact, I'm so special that I get to get picked up in a very special bus that they call the short bus. So one day I was waiting at my bus stop with my Hot Wheels lunchbox. Oh, by the way, I'm allowed to pack my own lunches, so of course I had my usual 1 dozen chocolate chip cookies and just enough room for a few of my favorite Hot Wheels cars. But shh, those are top secret, because if the teacher saw me playing with them, well, she would take them away and lock them in her desk drawer. So here I am, waiting for the bus, and all of a sudden I realized that I had to make a poopy. Really, really bad. Oh, I was just wishing that bus would get here already so that I have a chance to run to the bathroom that's really, really close to where the bus drops us off. Oh, there it is. It's coming down the Kuhn Avenue, just minutes away. Whoa, no! Oh, man, I just crapped in my Fruit of the Looms. Well, Josh, get in. We ain't got all day, the bus driver said. Also praying to dear God, I was hoping nobody would notice. And then the bus driver, he started sniffing. And looking, yo, Josh, did you step into some dog or something? Oh no, Mr. Bus Driver. Here, look at the bottoms of my Buster Brown shoes. See? Nothing. See? Nothing. Okay, sit down already. We're running late, the bus driver said. So, since we were all running late, I could not go to the bathroom, and I was hustled to my classroom, and I quickly took my seat. Oh, God! The entire class and my teacher, Mrs. Cruz, they all looked straight at me. Mr. Hinkle, may I see you in the hallway, please? Mrs. Cruz said. Oh, I was shaking so bad. So when we got in the hallway, Mrs. Cruz said, Josh, I called your father, and he's on the way here. So, Josh, why are you so stupid that you didn't go to the restroom and wash this off yourself? Well, I just stood there shaking so bad that my poop started to run down my pant legs and then started to form a brown puddle at Mrs. Cruz's feet. Oh, my God, said Mrs. Cruz. I think I'm going to throw up. Oh, thank God. Just then my father, he busted in with a fresh pair of Fruit of the Looms and corduroys and grabbed me and took me to the janitor's room and washed me off in the utility sink. So anyways, after that, everyone in school started calling me Josh Stinkle. Oh, Josh Stinkle. So anyway, now I've learned a valuable lesson. And every time I feel that I have to poop while waiting for the short bus, I go into the bushes and do the deed there. Okay, so this is Frankie Froman signing off from another fabulous reenactment. Toodaloo! Bye! Oh, man. Well, first I'd like to say... Damn! Okay. All right, well, that took some major balls to confess, Josh Hinkle. Okay, enough with this crap. Hey, Earl, you there?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, damn, you too, huh? Okay, Earl, set out my town crier.
Okay, Troy, here you go. Oh, God.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Let the tantrum begin!
Ah, yes. Oh, I need this kind of music to soothe my stomach after that reenactment. Oh, contain myself. Oh, contain myself. Oh, okay. Oh, phew, all right. Almost vomited again. All right, here we go. All right. When I was a young boy, at the tender age of 10, I was very naive to some of the things in our world. For instance, let's take Black Friday. Yeah, I used to think it was the day we celebrated black people. My mother cringed in embarrassment one day when we were all at the market, and I said to a black woman, "Happy Black Friday!" Well, my mother apologized to the lady and then told me not to ever do that again. She then went on to tell me what Black Friday was really about. She went on to tell me that Black Friday was the day after Thanksgiving where the stores offered big discounts. Oh, okay, I get it. That's nice, I thought. Until I got a little bit older and started to watch the news. Oh my. These young guys couldn't believe what I was seeing on the TV. People trampling on pregnant women, pushing, shoving, yelling, screaming, grabbing, wrestling, fist fighting, ignoring the police, even instances of death. Ugh. You know, it's hard to believe that just the day before, strangers on the street would pass each other and say, Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, you too. God bless you. Have a great one. Here's some recent news items that just happened last week. Here, let me... Yeah. Okay, here we go. A woman that police describe as Debbie had to defend her shopping cart when another woman started taking her items right out of her cart when her back was turned. Oh, but when Debbie saw this, she knocked the woman flat out cold and was arrested. Unbelievable. Now, but this one takes the cake. 2 women in Norwalk, California got into fisticuffs over a frickin' Barbie doll. In fact, roving reporter Frohman has some tape on this. Here, let's take a listen.
Oh, I can't believe it. That's the doll my daughter wants for Christmas. Of course, it's the only one left. That Bob is mine, bitch. Don't be calling me a bitch. I saw it first. Oh, yeah? Well, just try and pull it from out of my hands, skank. Oh, I'll do. Give me that Bob. Oh, no, you don't. That's it. Take a nap, bitch.
Now let's fast forward to Christmas Day.
I hope she likes that present, Lord, because Santa told me that he had to knock some skanky-ass bitch whore in order to get it.
What? No! I hate Barbie! I asked for a Cabbage Patch doll! Santa sucks!
Well, Lori, there's always next year.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Berg reporting
turn
as
that
much
crap
as
off. Mr. Cartier told me I had to listen to the Ultra Realm radio show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. These guys are like greased lightning. They talk about everything. Comics, toys, pop culture, video games, ghosts. Oh my God, Sandy, they talk about the paranormal. Now give me a Royale with cheese and let me listen to the Ultra Realm radio show every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight on Karma Internet Radio. Oh my God, they're like greased lightning.
John's Outdoor Military Store. It's a gun shop. It's a military surplus store located at 9375 US 224 in the old Deerfield Schoolhouse. John's Outdoor Military Store, where they buy, sell, and trade guns, featuring Silver Stag and K-Bar knives, ammo and holsters. Stop in and shop and check out their monthly sale items. This month's items are t-shirts and ammo. That's John's Outdoor Military Store.
Hi, this is TJ Dillon, and you can join me from 6 to 8 p.m. every Friday night on the Weekend All Request Show. I'll be playing your requests and rocking you into the weekend, KRMA style. Call in and hear your favorite songs by request live from 6 to 8 p.m. only on KRMARadio.com.
Hi, this is Earl McCune, host of Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMARadio.com. Tune in Friday nights, 8 p.m. until midnight, as we salute movies, TV shows, have a little bit of comedy. We even have a Hilljack guy that does a top 10. Tune in Friday nights, 8 p.m. till midnight, KRMARadio.com, Some Kind of Radio Show.
Transmitter? We don't need no stinking transmitter.
Karma Radio.
This hour brought to you by Coffee News Akron, available in over 600 local restaurants and coffee shops, bringing you the best news to enjoy over a cup of hot coffee.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Here we go. Okay. Hang on. Robin! Girls! I'm back! I got everything! I'm here! I'll have you out in a second! Just a minute! Hold on! I'm sorry it took so long! I'll explain it all later! Hey, just a sec! Get off me! I got a rope! You'll be fine! I'm gonna tie a loop at the end of this thing, alright? Now I'm gonna throw it down, and one at a time, I'll pull you up, okay? Now, here comes the rope. Watch your head. Here it comes. All right. Have you got it? Okay, you got it? Good, okay. All right, now you let me know when you're ready to come up, when you put it on, okay? Then I'll pull you up. All right, fine, you're ready, okay. All right, just a second. Okay, girls. Uncle Chet's here. Okay. Roman needs the help on this, you know. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Whoa. Hey, what the hell are you doing? When I say ready, huh? When I say ready. All right. I'm ready. Here we go. Come on. Come on a bit, will you? Here it comes. We'll be going home soon. Roman and I are going to have a talk a little later on, girls. We're going to talk about helping people. Okay. Here we go now. Everybody help on the chest. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Hey. We did it. I did it. Oh. A bald-headed bear!
And we got Seth and Metal here. How are you doing, bud? All right. Yeah,
There we go.
it was on, but it wasn't up.
On, but not up. It happens. They probably heard me through Deb's mic anyway, so.
All right, I'm Debbie McCune, along with Seth and Metal just joining us. We got Tony the Comedy Killer, and we got John Sinsel, and I think we still got Jen on the line.
I am still here. I was able to eat dinner in the whole time that long break was. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I needed to eat. I hadn't eaten all day.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I hadn't. I was up all night last night producing and working. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I didn't get to bed until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And I'm like, oh, my God. It's a good thing my daughter woke me up. Otherwise, I would have missed Terry's call, and then we would just couldn't have called you. So, anyway, I'm okay now. I have a pot pie in my belly now. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do a couple... We're going to do a news story. This one kind of disturbs me a little bit. But, all right. Woman claims she became pregnant by a African-American man after using toilet paper contaminated with his semen.
Okay.
I know it can last out of the body for 24 hours, but just makes no sense.
Well,
Mobile, Alabama, go figure.
Yep.
An Alabama woman claims she became pregnant with an unknown man's baby after using a porta potty in the county fair. Brittany Thompson, 18, explains the peculiar event. I used the porta potty at the fair last year after someone else was using it. I found some semen left behind on the floor by the previous user. The toilet paper roll was placed on the ground too. I believe that when I was using the toilet paper to wipe myself off, it was contaminated by the semen on the ground. Now I just gave birth to a healthy baby boy with dark skin. Both my husband and I have blonde hair and blue eyes. It took a while for my husband to understand the science behind getting pregnant. But now he supports me and we just want to find out who the father is. Wow. And of course she's 18. 19 technically.
I'm going to bet you it was a direct deposit.
I'm guessing she was his cousin too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brittany and her husband Michael have released this composite sketch of what the man exiting the porta potty looked like. According to Brittany, she was able to remember exactly what the man looked like over 1 year ago. The incident occurred on May 14th, 2015.
It looks like a Robert Downey Jr.'s character in the Tropic Thunder.
Meets Kai Irvin.
He doesn't look like Kyrie Irving.
Being a smart aleck.
He's got the hair like Kid from Kid and Play.
All right. The Thompsons are asking anyone who recognizes this man to please contact the Mobile, Alabama Police Department with information. I want little Timmy to know who his biological father is, said Brittany. I also want him to pay child support. Neither one of us are at fault, but we are both responsible for the support of this child. But if we can't find him, Michael is willing to help me raise him. I'm just so glad my husband realizes the truth about what happened. I'm a loyal wife, and I love my family. Brittany has been accused of being a cheater and a liar by several people in her community. However, she says as long as her husband believes her, she doesn't care what anybody else thinks. Your opinion on this, Tony?
Like I said, it was a direct deposit.
That was a kafooey story.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing, too, is, I've heard, I used to listen to this guy on the radio a long time ago, and his thing is, okay, if you have sex with a woman, and you wear a condom, when you're done with it, you either A, flush it.
Take it with you.
Well, B, you could take it with you, or C, if you're going to leave it behind, dab a little hot sauce in it before you throw it away, because then when the woman tries turning it inside out and kind of using it,
ew,
guess what's going to burn down there? And the hot sauce will probably kill the semen anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's because
I don't buy that one bit. I think that was definitely a direct deposit.
Yeah, I mean, because it would be funny. It's like myself, who's had a vasectomy, having a gal try to turn around and tell me I'm pregnant. Well, guess what? I get a lawsuit.
Yep.
Because it ain't mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's full direct deposit right there. But she's a little shamed because it's a mixed baby.
Yeah. Jen, your take on this story?
I wouldn't touch it with I have no take on it. To be honest with you, I couldn't hear half of what was being said, so I really don't know how to.
Basically, this 18-year-old said that last year she used a porta potty that had.
Oh, you know what? I did hear that. You know what? Bitch, take responsibility for yourself. You cheated.
Yep.
You can use any excuse in the book that you want, but yeah, I agree. That was a direct deposit deal. Come on now.
John?
She just cheated.
Oh, yeah, definitely direct deposit. In fact, maybe a double.
That's funny.
That might have been a double paycheck. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you want me to get biological on the whole thing? Because technically, women optimally have 3 days out of each month. That's provided that they even have a normal cycle.
Yeah.
Where they're actually fertile and can't have the highest chances of getting pregnant, right?
Exactly.
So you've got a 72 window period of time, and that's when you're ovulating, which women, unless they're totally regular every month like clockwork, you don't always even know when that is. You know what I mean? So the odds of somebody using toilet paper that had sperm on it or sitting on a toilet seat that had sperm on it, first of all, how does that even get all the way up inside your body?
Exactly.
I mean,
unless she shoved the toilet
sitting on
paper
it,
up there.
It's just on your skin, okay? So, I mean, the common sense. Oh, my Lord. But this world is lacking common sense. We all know that.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's another one. A woman was hospitalized after boyfriend puts a funnel full of Pop Rocks in her hoo-ha. A 28-year-old California woman was hospitalized over the weekend after she decided to go to great lengths to fulfill her partner's fantasy. Casey Milton was admitted to the emergency room after she began feeling a burning and itching sensation in her genitals. The reason why left the emergency room staff in shock. The rocks are supposed to have added to our pleasure, so I made my boyfriend put them in me with a funnel, Milton told the emergency room doctor. When I bought these candy rocks, I was told they were supposed to explode and tingle and give me a feel-good sensation during our intimacy. They lied to me. The people at the toy store lied to me. According to the emergency room nurse, Milton had to get flushed out with water and peroxide and must continue this regimen for the next 10 days. Unfortunately, between the Pop Rocks and peroxide, she can expect a foamy discharge for the first 5 days. Ew! Ew! When sugar such as whipped cream, syrups, and candy during sex touch the area, it typically upsets your pH level, said Dr. Harvey. This can also cause further irritation with existing infections. She definitely had a yeast infection. I don't recommend anyone ever trying this, no matter how much your partner begs. It's a recipe for disaster. Just because it fits in there doesn't mean it belongs in there.
Yeah.
Oh, my dear Lord. Does she have the same philosophy on, say, if it was a spatula or something like that? Because that could technically... Let's here you go, Deb. Not to interrupt your thing or rain on your parade, but since we are amongst the company of men, and we're not being very ladylike right now, men, name some other things that could potentially be shoved in a hoo-ha.
A bowling pin.
Just about anything, actually.
Well,
as we've seen with some of these stories over the years.
Well, we used to do this thing back when I was in college, with a beer bottle. There'll be some pressure, and what you got to do is in order to take it out without, hurting her, you used to have to break the end of the beer bottle because it would, there would be a buildup of pressure. It would kind of like suction itself in there. Then you'd break the end of the beer bottle, but then, once that pressure was released, oh, was she ever happy. And that was the idea of one of the gals.
Ew. What college did you go to? Ron Jeremy's college? I mean, what the hell is that?
Yeah, some of the things we used to do in college are not even suitable for air, even on our show.
Ew. Ew. Ew.
I could tell you guys a story about college that goes along the same lines of that if you want it.
No.
It's not about me. It's not a story about me, thankfully. I'm just saying.
No.
It involved an initiation that this guy was rushing a fraternity. So if you want to know, I'll pin it for now. But if you want to know something really disturbing, I will tell you.
Yeah. I won't even tell you what I had to do to get in the fraternity I'm in.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I don't even know the full story. I gotta pick up a friend.
All right, be safe.
All right.
Oh, that was Seth in Metal. He came in, he left. He came, he saw, he conquered, he left.
Yep.
But
he came, he
that
saw,
sounds like
he
most
conquered,
dates
he
that I
left.
have lately. So.
Yeah.
That didn't sound right now that John repeated it. No. Hey, at least I didn't lose my sense of humor while I was gone.
Yep.
We would be scared if you did.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. Okay, got another one. A woman calls 911 to report she's being held hostage by her cat. Let's put a new meaning to cat burglar.
Yeah.
A Greenfield, Wisconsin couple apparently thought only the police could rescue them from a hostage situation. Except the hostage taker wasn't an armed robber, but rather the family feline. This is going to sound like a strange question, but we have a cat, and it's going crazy, and it attacked my husband, and we're kind of hostage in our own house, and we're just wondering, who should we call to do something? Get rid of the cat or help us, the woman told the 911 operator. The cat was turned over to the Milwaukee Area Domestic Animal Control Commission, and no one was seriously hurt. Seriously? How dumb can people be? A cat cannot hold you hostage.
Nah. I mean, I've been held hostage.
People are pretty darn dumb these days, so.
I've been held hostage by some putty, but it was
I really wouldn't. You can't really hold hostage the willing.
Very true.
My last marriage felt like I was held hostage, but we eventually mediated that one.
Ew. Right.
Alrighty.
All right, next week we are saluting the 40-year-old virgin, along with having Miss Jen Mitchell on and Joey Sykes from the Babies. So next week is going to be extra exciting. And here is a tidbit clip from next week. What did Earl do? He played the song.
That's all he played on the clip for next week?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know he was in a little bit of a rush because he had to come get the flash drive from me yesterday.
Earl, if you're listening, you're fired.
Thank goodness I'm back. At least we know it'll get done right.
I mean, I can tell you the
Now,
40-year-old...
I would have thought you would have played one of the Joey Sykes songs.
I don't have a Joey Sykes song.
You guys do. I sent you guys all the music.
But he didn't...
But that's okay, because we'll just make Joey sing live.
He didn't give it to me.
Yeah, he didn't. He came and got... Yes,
Is Earl hoarding my music collection?
No.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
He's not sharing?
He's not sharing. He's not sharing and caring.
Yeah, because he
Earl, bend over. It's time for Spankies for real.
You know what? I kid you not. I was at my sister's graduation. I was so drunk, I put my hands on the counter, turned around, stuck my big butt out, and I go, "You can punish me later."
Ooh, baby. Well,
No.
you say that to me when you're not drunk, baby. You know that.
I might secretly like it.
I was trying to have my secret lesbian lover call in the show tonight, but she is on the phone with somebody else right now. But she was going to totally call in. It was going to be hilarious.
Uh-oh.
Her and I got married on air about a month ago.
What?
Oh, hey, what's
Wait,
legal?
what did I miss in your life, Jen?
It's legal in all 50 states now.
What did you do?
I thought Tony or John just said something.
No, that was me.
Nice. I said it's legal in all 50 states now.
Well, we actually did have a minister on air with us, which was hilarious. And let's see, what was it? There's this other show where the host of the show has like the hots for me, so I like to mess with his emotions sometimes. And so she called in, and her and I were talking about on air. I should send you guys the clips. It's hilarious about how we were showering together and we want to get married. So we made these really sexy wedding vows. And
Oh.
sending these guys into complete nuclear meltdown with their body parts, if you know what I mean.
I could only imagine.
Oh,
Hey, I'm going to give her a call in. Let me see if she's off the air. Goddamn.
Okay.
I need my wife.
Ah!
Uh-oh, now she needs her wife. We're in trouble.
God help us all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. We appreciate Jen being on here, too. I'll tell you what, she's a powerful little ass. She's a great person, too.
Oh, yeah, I love having Jen on here. She's such a sweetie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
She's just the right comic relief.
Well,
hey, you know what?
Me having to get naked or show you my credit report to even make you laugh, which, kudos for me.
But you know what's funny? Before you called in, I felt like I was at a sausage fair. It was nothing but a sausage fest in here.
I'm sure of it. It was all a bunch of Abe Fromans in the area, I'm sure.
No, I was stuck with Tony and John.
That's right. The Abe Fromans.
Yeah, but I'm not even there, Deb.
Too testosterone.
But still, too much testosterone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I hate to tell you, but I'm going through the change, so I think I'm getting testosterone too. You know what I mean? Chin hairs. I'm seeing the chin hairs. I'm not a big fan, by the way. It doesn't help that I'm Italian and Hungarian. I already was going to have that issue regardless, but still, come on now, woman.
As long as you don't become the bearded woman.
Yeah, I mean, What used to be funny is, a radio host I listened to, and Maggie would not mind me saying this, the late, great Howie Chiswick, who we just celebrated his 4th anniversary of his passing. We always called him the Dean of Talk. He used to always have a saying, when he would think that you're making nonsense, he'd always be like, your mother's mustache. And the one time I called him and I said, well, my mom did have mustache, but she waxed it. And that, that's the thing, my mom's was full-blooded Sicilian. So any of them Mediterraneans there, whether it's a North African country, Italy, Greece, Turkey, whatever, yeah, y'all got a little hair. I used to have ladies come in my restaurant, had a full-blown goatee.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what happens when you don't shave or wax.
That's not good.
Oh, goodness.
My estranged ex, I used to call him the Sweaty Yeti.
The Sweaty Yeti.
He refused to, shave or wax. And I'm like, come on, dude. I have pelt hair. I mean, pelt burn whenever we try to have sex. So, please, shave or wax. Come on now.
Yeah.
You shed on the bed. That's not good. Can't happen.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you should you should mention that, Jen, because it's like when I every year for years in a row over winter, Chicago gets cold winters like we do here in Ohio, and I used to always would let my beard grow in. Probably end of October I'd quit shaving until the weather warmed up, and it would get fairly long, and then I'd cut it down in spring, and I would wear a true goatee, not the little chin fuzz and the mustache like everybody else. You know what a true goatee is, and it should be about an inch or two long. I'm trying to see if I have a profile picture on my Facebook here. I could message you and show you what I'm talking about. I used to let my goatee get long to where I could actually physically rubber band it and put it together. And let me see if I can share this here. Yeah, I found the photo I wanted to share it with you, but it was like when I was I would let it get really, really long, and I'm like, okay, and I'm just like, let it let it get real long, and it grows into gray anymore. That's why I stay clean shaven all year. And I would always get complaints, from people I would date that, it's like, aren't you gonna shave? It's like that's scratchy.
I have a facial hair fetish, so not for the ZZ Top beard or anything, but I like the pork chops or the sculpted pork chops, the goatee, soul patch. Yeah, not every man can handle that look, but if I see that, my eyes would be drawn to that. Mm-hmm. Let me sit there and play with that for a while. I'll be fine.
You want to play with what?
With the guy's goatee, and then they won't notice mine from all my hormonal changes lately.
Mm-hmm. So now that's what they're calling it. Don't you mean the Fu Manchu? Ask Earl. He braids his. He turns it into a ZZ Top beard.
Oh, my God. He can't do that. That's not allowed.
We'll tell him that. He thinks beads are the new in.
Beads.
Did you get back to town just yesterday?
No, I got in about 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay, this was Earl, I swear to God, and I've got the text to back it up. He texted me on Monday. He's like, oh, crap, I got to go to a grocery store. Oh, crap, I got to clean up this house. I'm coming home in a few days. I don't want to be dead, So, I don't know what he was doing, looping it up over there. I did try to babysit him,
Yeah, it didn't work. He was a bad boy.
Yeah, he was. Are you going to punish him, though? That's the thing, though. Will you be punishing him?
Not tonight. I'm too tired. I've been up since 5:30 yesterday. I'm exhausted.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I came home.
5:30 yesterday morning you've been awake?
Yes.
What do you, are you on IV of Jolt or...
Nope.
Monster Energy drinks right now?
Nope. Haven't had...
keeping you up?
Haven't had coffee or anything. Well, I was supposed to leave yesterday to come home in the morning. Ended up not leaving until almost 7 o'clock last night. Got stuck in the Tennessee and Kentucky storms, and then turned around and... not answering that.
Yeah.
And had to stop for between all 3 times for a total of 5 hours to wait out the storms. So by the time I got home, it was late this afternoon.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Then had
But
to.
I'm glad you're back though.
Yeah. Then had to unload the rental car, take it back, go to the store. Oh, we got a caller. Hang tight.
Anybody worthwhile answering?
No, it's not.
And I didn't think.
Karma Radio, you're live on the air with some kind of... What do you want?
Holly and Loki is not getting along.
Okay, goodbye. I've
Your kids.
You know what? I love them to death, but dang, I had to. Definitely was not.
They love you. They love you, mommy.
Definitely was
Yeah.
not a vacation. Ay, ay, ay.
Not a vacation, none whatsoever. Yeah, you know, hey, it happens. Uh-oh. Who's this calling? They want to reach out and touch someone. I want to reach out and... Oh.
Hello?
Karma Radio, you're live on the air with some kind of radio show. Who do we have?
It's Troy. I forgot to ask you a question.
What?
When you when you were on vacation, Earl posted a picture of you sitting next to, I think, John Sensel at the bowling alley, and you looked really pissed off. What was going on there?
Let's see. That was Reno. I don't know. I don't remember who peed in my post toasties.
Oh, I thought you'd have a good story.
I thought he was winning money.
90%. No, that was before that happened, John.
It was John Sensel sitting next to you, right?
Yeah.
And I bet my take was that he pissed you off because he was drunk and just talking a lot.
No, I think that was when Earl ticked me off.
Oh.
Probably because Earl was trying to go get a hooker.
He was?
Who peed in your post toasties? I'll have to remember that.
You want to hear something messed up? When I was in Reno, a hooker tried to pick me up.
Well, they'd do anything for money.
I think that's this is that joke.
Did Earl really try to get a hooker? Is that what it's all about?
No, I was being a smart aleck.
Oh.
No, I honestly don't remember what it was about, but I think that was the same day that I went over to a casino, was walking back to our hotel, and a hooker tried to pick me up. I'm like, no, thank you.
Damn, maybe they're going to pay you.
Oh my God, Troy.
Oh, well, I just thought you had a good story. I got to win on customers, pesky customers. Got to go. Bye.
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 That's right.
Wow. All right.
Well, while you guys were talking, Tony, I am a picture of himself naked.
Yeah.
Ew! Talk about boner killer.
That's my Captain Morgan pose.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to this outdoor music venue thing that they have in summer here, and this guy would walk around and he would always have his macaw on his shoulder, and my Uncle Larry has, as long as I've, been aware, he's always had two macaws, and when one of them's passed, he'll replace them. That's his favorite bird. So the guy happened to walk over, and I was like, he'd let people see him. You could pet him. It was a very docile bird. And then, hey, so I walked over and I said, well, I want to put him on my shoulder. I want to get a picture with him. And sure enough, everybody's just like, you have no problem with the bird sitting on your shoulder. I'm like, this is my Captain Morgan pose.
All right. Time for our last break of the night.
Alrighty. Okay.
You are listening to Some Kind of Radio Show on KRMA Internet Radio. We'll be right back after a clip from the Great Outdoors with Debbie, Earl. Well, no, Earl's not here. Debbie, Jen, Tony, and John. Stay tuned.
WWP. Every Saturday between 5 and 7, baby. I'm Bounce. I'm the Ran Man, the Raninator, y'all. From Underground Wrestling. Yeah, baby, dig it. Hey, we're going to bring you non-stop wrestling news. And you might get back smack a cup or two, No, you're not going to slap anybody. Come on, Bouncy. No, don't do that this time. All right, I'll behave, yeah. You know why? Because it's not personal. But it's business, baby. Yeah, dig it. KarmaRadio.com.
Hi gang, Maggie here from KRMA Radio. If you're like me, you know that college is a big expense for parents and students alike. Often the loans don't even cover tuition, let alone textbooks. That means money out of pocket on expensive textbooks. And luckily, there's a website that lets me save up to 80% off of textbooks that my kids need for school. Textbookly.com is a one-stop shop for the very best prices on the web for textbooks. Give them a try today. I was glad I did. Textbookly, the smarter way to buy. Hi, I'm Maggie Fuller.
And I'm Alistair Crowley.
Listen to us daily from 3 to 6 for
funny news, contests, traffic, weather, and complete nonsense. That's my department.
Give us a call, 330-673-2428, and tell us what you think.
You won't be sorry.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the crazy crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
Transmitter? We don't need no stinking transmitter.
Karma Radio. The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
I'm making you a sandwich.
Big. Woo, big.
Big? All right, we'll make a big one.
Big bear.
Big bear.
No, true. Out there.
We're glad you're home, honey.
Big bear, chase. Big bear, chase.
What is he saying?
What? Big bear, chase me.
Oh, get off! Get off, you son of a bitch! Roman! Wow! Uncle! Ah!
Mom?
But it's loaded.
Oh, right in the... Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. smell that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more.
Yakety yak. Don't talk bad.
Just finish cleaning up your room.
All right, we are down to the final 15 minutes of Some Kind of Radio Show here on Karma Internet Radio with myself, Jen, John, and Boner Killer.
Lots can happen in 15 minutes. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jen, naughty, naughty.
15.
I did miss my sugar mama over there.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you know, they say the average man in Ohio lasts 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
In Earl's case, that's way too long.
And you find this, Tony, huh?
I'm a girl.
What?
Well, when you listen to radio and they throw out the, you know, goofy stats, you know, they're like, well, in some states it's worse. It's only like 1 minute and 41 seconds. I'm like, why even bother?
Why even bother when you're a 30-second man? He gets his and he's done.
Al Bundy, 20, 29, 30, I'm done.
But, no, anyway, again, next week we are saluting the 40-year-old virgin.
Steve Carell of The Office.
Oh, I love Steve Carell.
I have to tell you something funny about your salute for next week.
What?
Well, you know, I do your show graphics stuff, and then I had to update it to include Joey Sykes, and I sent it to him. I go, oh, yeah, you know, next Friday when you're going to be on the show, make sure you post this on your wall. And he goes, why is the 40-year-old virgin on here? What kind of show is this?
To make him wonder. Make him wonder.
We could leave him hanging for...
Oh, we gotta play Mad Libs next week.
Yeah.
We gotta bring back Mad Libs.
It was more than I wanted to get into last week. There was enough to talk about.
Oh, yeah. You are full of hot air.
Lots of
it. Last week, Earl wasn't on, and you weren't here, obviously, Deb. So
Nope.
I called in for a little bit to tip out Terry's Pledge Music campaign, and I got the two boys over there on the line.
Yep.
They pretty much tag teamed me on air, and I walked away very sore and chafed.
Oh!
Yeah.
I did.
Sorry.
Wow.
No, you're not. You didn't kiss me first. What the hell is that about?
Well...
Sorry, I tend not to kiss, at least not the visible lips anyway.
Tony, you're not supposed to kiss and tell. Big mouth.
Yeah, we don't kiss and tell, but hey.
John, you're a tell-all just by your face.
No, what's that? Whoa, you said I didn't hear it. Say that again.
Nope.
Remember Michigan, Deb, that's all I'm going to say.
Remember Michigan? Is that like Remember the Alamo?
No.
It was for some professional bowling now.
Shut up. I will never live that down.
No, you're not.
I'll have to tell Jen that story.
I think I should also have... I could get a bunch of people to call in, by the way, to the show that we could totally mess with. It would be hilarious.
That'd be great.
Definitely Forrest Robinson. He's one of my closest peeps. I'm not joking. Like, okay, he's drummer and stuff. He drums with Phil Collin on his side project for Delta Deep.
Okay.
And Forrest has worked with a bunch of other people. Forrest is so humble, but he's actually won a Grammy before, which is pretty cool. But Forrest is totally addicted to crunch berries, and I'm not kidding you guys. Here's a true story. This past February,
Please tell me you were talking about the Captain Crunch berries.
Huh?
I said, please tell me you're talking about Captain Crunch berries and not the other berries.
Yes. Yeah, Crunch Berry cereal. He's addicted to it. He calls me from the grocery store, and he goes, they're out. Everything else is closed in my neighborhood, and I'm not going to be able to get my Crunch Berries for that. And I talk him off the ledge that night. I'm not joking. He is addicted. So we'll have to ask him about his Crunch Berry addiction.
Yeah.
And what happens when he doesn't have any.
I cannot imagine. I don't like eating Captain Crunch simply because it's like the motto for that cereal should be "screw the inside of your mouth."
That stuff hurts.
I mean, and it takes so long. It takes a while to get soggy. which is, when you're eating cereal like that, like, Jen, you remember back in one of my favorite cereals that I used to like, they don't make it anymore, but it used to be called Corn Bran, and it used to have the scarecrow that would be in the commercials. And I had liked the way it tasted, but that was the same way, and the stuff just took forever to get soggy in milk. And I live on two kinds of cereal right now. Raisin Bran, I hate, I'm getting older, but I do like the taste of Raisin Bran, but I buy the generic stuff.
You need the fiber.
Nah, that's what the Benefiber clear stuff is. I dropped that in my coffee.
Your favorite cereal was something called Corn Bran, and you're bragging about this? I mean,
no, it was... They
don't make something cool like Cookie Crisp or,
serious?
Peanut Butter Crunch even would be acceptable. But Corn Bran cereal? Come on now.
Well, it was when I was younger. I mean, if I had my way, I would live on Blueberry, Count Chocula, and Frankenberry. Those are my three favorites.
You must be very regular over there in Ohio if that's all you're eating.
Yeah. I mean, I used to, and...
Yeah, I bet you would take Frankenberry.
I mean, those used to be my three favorite cereals, but the problem is, the boxes are so damn small. It's like, for me, one box of Count Chocula is 2 sittings. It's like 2 bowls, and that's 1 sitting for me. It's like you don't get nothing. You get a little 11-ounce box.
Screw having the bowl. Just open the box, pour the milk in, and down you go.
Yeah, I can... But and it's just but cereal's so damn expensive anymore.
This is a true story. Eventually, Delta Deep will travel and form. This is for Forrest, although he kind of found out about it. I don't know what the hell he found out about this. And just to, out with them often in his hotel room. What I do is I'm going to crap load of Crunchberry. Cereal boxes, and I'm going to fill up his bathtub to the hilt and then pour milk in there and put a big spoon in there. So when he gets off stage and he goes in there, he's going to freak out. Like, he'll be in heaven. He'll probably jump in there naked and be like, he won't come out for the rest of the night. We won't hear from him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
No, and you do is every once in a while they release that Oops All Berry cereal. Find it where it's all berries instead of Crunch Berries.
Oh, my Lord. That's something. Oh, I could go for that. I'm not a big cereal person. I don't eat cereal. But,
see, I like to eat it at night as like a snack, and because typically in the morning, my breakfast is a cup of coffee and a Marlboro. The breakfast of champions, caffeine and nicotine. And then,
you really spot on my yesterday. I was bragging about how I ate a bunch of Milky Ways for breakfast. That's pretty much what I eat. Yeah. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Look.
Hey, I
hear that sound? That's my bag of Milky Way bars because I have to have chocolate all the time. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
so chocolate and back away slowly if you want to live.
I'm not a big candy person because I drive around with a truck full of it during the day, so I'm not big on candy, and I'm not big on potato chips. If I want to sneak a candy every once in a while, it's got to be a Three Musketeers.
3 Musketeers?
3 Musketeers, or I like Fifth Avenue, but we don't carry those.
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue, chocolate, peanut butter, kind of like a Butterfinger that actually tastes good.
Oh, they're very good. They're very, very good.
Love Fifth Avenues and, 3 Musketeers. I like Mars bars, but the problem is you can't find them anywhere anymore.
Huh. I like Twix. Twix is, I like that.
Are you a right side or a left side?
It's got to be peanut butter Twix, though. I'm not a caramel Twix person.
See, I gotta have Fannie Mae Trinidad. That's like the toasted coconut and chocolate. Mm-hmm. I'm all about the coconut and chocolate. I will eat that all day long.
Takes a nut to know a nut.
I mean, and it's like, I really don't like coconut, but I do like Almond Joys, probably because it's chocolate, coconut, and an almond. And, I mean, it's no worse than my brother doesn't like tuna fish and he doesn't like mayonnaise, but he likes tuna salad.
What?
My brother does not like tuna fish by itself. He doesn't like mayonnaise on anything, but he likes tuna salad. Yeah.
That makes no sense.
I mean, and like me, I put mayonnaise in everything. I dip my fries in mayonnaise. Hey,
that is a very Swedish thing to do. That's like a Dutch Swedish thing to do. That's where that comes from.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't use ketchup there. Use mayo.
Yeah, you go to get over to Amsterdam. That's they just drown their fries in mayonnaise.
No, Me, the only thing I stick it in is ketchup, mustard, or Frosties.
I say I can't do Frosty and fries. It's just to me.
I love sweet and salty.
You sound like my daughter.
What?
That's what she does.
With the fry and the Frosty?
Mm-hmm. That's salt with sweet at the same time. I can understand that.
Yeah, sweet and salty. It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, I can't mix.
Right.
I can't mix, stuff like that. I don't know. There's just something odd about it. So.
Alrighty, it's time to wrap on up, everybody. I want to thank Terry, and how do you say it again, John? Ilous for taking time out of his busy schedule to talk with us today. And I want to thank Miss Jen Mitchell for being on.
You're welcome.
And I want to thank Tony, and of course John.
But not Earl. Never Earl.
Never Earl, because he wasn't here.
Nope.
Earl, you're fired.
Oh yeah, he fired.
he didn't come play tonight, so.
No. But I do want to thank everyone who tuned in today, and hope to hear. Hopefully you will be tuning in next week as we salute the 40-year-old version. We have Joey Sykes from the Babies on, along with Miss Jen. Tony will be in studio next week.
Yep.
John will be on the phone, and of course, the ever lovable McCune duo will be back on air. Oh, shut up, Jen.
Whatever you say, Deb.
Uh-huh. All right.
That's the right thing to say. Whatever you say, Deb. You are the queen.
Uh-oh, we got a call.
Uh-oh.
Karma Radio, you're live on the air with Some Kind of Radio Show. Who do we have?
This would be somebody looking for Debbie, and I so am missing Earl.
What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Is that Debbie on the air, right?
Yes, it is.
This is Mr. Rickner.
It's Brian. How are you doing, Brian?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
I know you was about to sign off, and I was getting ready to lay my head down. Haven't talked to you guys in a while.
So you wait till the last minute to call in, huh?
Yep. I just want to make you guys stay over a little bit.
No, I just got back, so.
Yeah, how was your trip, by the way?
Yeah, it was okay.
No, that didn't sound like overwhelming.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. At least I had a vacation from Earl.
Pardon me?
I said, at least I had a vacation from Earl.
Oh, God, you didn't say that over the air, did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a talk then.
I didn't do nothing.
No, whatever.
All right, Brian. You have a good night.
All right, you guys have a good weekend. Be safe going home.
Will too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, that was Brian. I want to thank him for calling in, too. But anyways, you have been listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on Karma Internet Radio, home of the best rock and talk, where the fun never stops. I'm Debbie McCune, signing off. Until next week. Catch you on the flip side. Good night.
See you.
Bye.
Yeah.